What in God's name is going on in here?
52.
Man, we're doing this shit, man. Here we go. Holy crap, man. Episode 37. We're still going, man. We're still going. I can't believe it.
37.
I can't believe I can't believe we can stand each other that long. I'm glad though, but I'm glad. I'm appreciate that you guys are here. We got Vinny back again. Vinny's,
man.
I don't know. Vinny's become a fixture here. I think I like it, man. It's cool, man. 37. There's not really a jersey number that I liked for 37 or athlete.
I can't.
There's not one.
Anything.
So I went back to it like I did the other one. I went back 37 years. I went 37 years. 1985. I went back. The number one song in 1985 was Foreigner. I want to know what love is. That was the good shit in 85.
Was that Foreigner 4?
Foreigner.
Were you in a DeLorean when you did that?
No, I wish I was. Dude, I wish I owned one of those things, man. A fucking stainless steel car. I wish I had one.
Speaking of Foreigner, they're coming to the Woodlands Pavilion.
No shit.
Oh, really?
Oh, I love that. I love when they come. I love when they when those acts come to town, man. You get to see, who the fans are, man. And the fans are old as shit, dude. And I love it. I love every minute of it. The top movie back in '85 was Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Shakes McGee was after it.
That's the year I was born.
85?
What?
85.
No shit, dude. 37.
85.
Damn, 37, dude.
Keith was already on the breakdance.
Oh, dude, I was breaking down.
Yeah,
Dude.
he was on the mat.
He's on the mat.
He's already
I was on the car. I was on the cardboard. Dude.
I forgot about that. Dude. I forgot about that.
I didn't. I'll never forget about it.
The top movie was the top TV show on TV. The most popular TV show was The Cosby's. That was big. That was big. The Cosby's were big.
The sweaters.
Sweaters were huge, man.
Yeah, the sweaters.
Dude,
Cosby's?
And who knew? Yeah, that was big in '85. Who knew that was gonna be? Who knew that guy was doing what he was doing, man? I mean, he was so nice. He was a doctor. Who knew he was that bad?
He was a Huxtable.
He was a Huxtable. Who knew he was that bad? He had kids and family and shit. His doctor, his
Fat Albert knew.
Hey,
Mushmouth knew.
Hey,
Mushmouth knew that shit. Mushmouth knew.
And the whole time he was putting something in that drink.
Little something, little extra something, dude. A little
Jello
extra.
pops.
He was
Pudding pops.
He was fucking up that Jello shit.
Yeah, that's right. He was doing the pudding pop, all that around the same time. He was advertising those.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you know what 1985 just missed? Because it was the year before. Ralph Macchio, Karate Kid.
Oh shit! God
there he
damn
goes.
God damn, it's in there.
Oh,
It's
man,
in
he's
there.
in there.
It's in 84.
And then and also in '85, one other couple other things. In '85 was Bo Jackson got the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah.
Bo Jackson, man.
Bo
Holy
knows.
shit.
Bo knows.
Bo knows, man. He knows everything. He knows jazz, all that good shit.
What school?
Auburn.
Remember?
Auburn.
Yeah.
And then lastly, just for those basketball freaks out there, man, the Lakers won. Lakers were the champions that year in
What's
'85.
new?
Hey, who was president?
Was it Reagan? Huh?
Yeah,
Reagan.
Sweet ass Reagan, dude. That
Reagan.
actor from California, man. He was an amazing.
Nancy.
Who is his vice president?
Bushy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Bush.
Bush Senior.
Bush. What was his
Bush
name?
Light.
Tall
Bush
Bush.
Light, Bush.
Tall Bush.
Yeah.
He was tall.
Yeah.
All Bush.
Tall man.
Rail thin too.
Oh, dude, he was. He
Rail
he
thin.
threw up on the Russians, right?
Oh yeah.
He went like this. He went like that. He threw up on the Russians, dude.
You know what?
Dude,
Hey, good for him, man.
No, he did. Yeah,
Good for him.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, man.
Yeah, dude.
No, I remember that.
I hope it was spaghetti or something.
No, I can't probably. He's probably either way. He was probably hungry a little later. Also, too, another thing that I don't give a shit about politics either way, left or right. I don't give a damn. I remember the thing where Bush, W was in. I don't know where he was at, and he pulled on the door, and it didn't open because it was a push. It was a push. He pulled it, and he just stood there. He just stood there. He just stood there and looked at the camera. He just stood there. He's like, "Dude, you gotta try pulling it, dude."
Hey, you remember when he got hit with a shoe?
Oh, dude, but he went like,
He did. He ducked it.
He missed it. Yeah.
He did the
was
Matrix
good, man.
with
He
the
was
shoe.
good.
I
Matrix
forgot
Hey,
that shit.
I heard something about him the other day.
Yeah.
I was listening to someone talk about the importance of, or how much it means to someone to write a personal thank you note.
Yeah.
Because in this age, you get emails, you get a text.
Yeah.
In that, if you handwrite a personal thank you or acknowledgement to someone, and we've all gotten something like that, and you actually save it for a little while.
You do.
Right?
I got a
Save
wall
it.
of them. I
You
got a wall. I got a
Save
wall
it.
of them.
He would do 10 to 15 a day.
Damn,
Wow.
better man than me. Shit. Yeah,
Wow.
sure, man.
Hey,
Yeah, because we
politician.
yeah, you got to do what you got to do.
You know, that was something that my grandmother, said all the time before she passed away. She said that anytime somebody gives you a gift, regardless of what it's for, write
Do a thank you.
write a handwritten thank you note, even if it's just like a thank you card or whatever, and just like, hey, thanks for blah blah blah.
That's a lost art because at work I have a night shift that I'll go out and do something for him every once in a while. I took Whataburger breakfast out there to him, maybe a month or so ago, and there's different ages of folks working. One lady, probably about 70 years old, she wrote me a handwritten thank you.
Dude, that's cool as
for
shit.
doing that.
It means
So,
something.
it's not a
doesn't
big-
it?
Yeah, it just means
Not a big
more.
deal.
It means something.
Yeah.
Right? And so you go, wow, it was just
It's just a breakfast.
Whataburger breakfast I
Yeah.
brought to people.
Yeah.
but she's from that generation.
Yeah.
Shit,
Right?
that's a good generation.
Yeah.
Thank you for the taquito.
Yeah.
That's the
You know
shit,
what?
man.
That's
I get
that's
it.
actually that's a when you say that it's a lost art.
Mhm.
I literally couldn't agree more, because it's something that we don't. Not only do we not do often enough, but I mean, it's something we don't even think about. Like, I can't tell you, since my grandmother told me that, like, how many times I've thought to myself, I should write them a handwritten thank you note. I never do. I never think that,
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think it's like a mindset thing,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to do it. So I actually decided that I'm gonna buy a stack of
Yeah.
those and keep
Envelope.
around, and whenever I think about it, I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to be better
Yeah.
better at that.
And the work that I do, where I work at, we do certain events and whatnot, and then the people who either got married here or had an event here, I get a letter for them thanking me for, like, or just the team in general, just thanking us. Hey, thank you for.
Yeah.
And it's cool. And like I said, that's why I got a wall of those. I got them on the wall because it's like, you don't get that no more, dude. Nobody does.
It's always good to get.
It's always a text. Hey, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
thank you, and that's it. And it's a
Yeah.
text. But now you get
like
a letter.
personal kudos, like, hey
Yeah.
man, you're doing a really good
Yeah.
job. Like you tell
Yeah.
your employer, your employee
Yeah.
that, and you're like, oh, cool. Well,
Yeah, it
I
means
am
a lot.
I am doing my job.
Yeah, it
you know?
means a lot, man. It means a lot when it's written down. When
It's a lost art. What is it? The lost art of appreciation, maybe.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
No,
I mean,
I'm-
it's one thing to and by no means am I saying you shouldn't text thank you to people,
Sure,
but like,
yeah, sure.
but there's certainly like another level of I guess, for the lack of finding a better word, care. Where like you genuinely care about somebody, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna and we're getting so serious all of
Yeah.
a sudden, but
so deep.
like that's
So deep.
it's true though.
No,
That's
but it
super
is.
true.
But
that's what 37's all about, man.
37.
Episode
Yeah,
37 is,
1985.
we start off, at this pace.
Yeah, and then it's gonna go ridiculous. Before you know it, it'll be off the fucking. It'll be stupid as shit before you know
Two
it.
cats.
No,
Two cats
that
in
big
here,
Jew cat,
everything
that-
else.
Big Jew cat. No, man. I thought that was a good way to start the way off. I said there was never. I didn't find an athlete that was never wore 37 that stood out to me. So I just thought, 37 years ago,
I can't think of a better
85,
year.
85, man. 85 is a good year. Trent was, that's when we the prodigal son showed up here, man.
Hey, dude, there
So,
was a and not to, I'm not trying to bogart this part of the conversation,
it's
but
okay.
like in 1985, I feel like there was just so much stuff that
There's
happened.
a lot of shit going on.
Yeah,
here.
there was.
I think
A
I
lot.
think also
84, 85.
84, 85,
man.
yeah.
85.
Mikhail Gorbachev was the leader of Russia,
Yep.
and he had a shit stain on his head, but it was okay though.
He had,
it was
he
okay.
had Russia
Yeah,
tattooed,
it was
the
okay.
shape of
He went-
Russia tattooed.
He was full blown into it, dude.
Wrestling was really big in
85.
1985.
Yeah, imagine, dude.
Yes.
WWF.
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
yes.
Before they changed it to WWE, the
Uh-huh.
Federation, it was the Federation.
World
before it was
the World Wildlife
Hey,
Federation.
that too, dude.
Yeah, they sued the shit out of
yeah,
him, right?
yeah. That's why they switch it up,
Yeah,
right?
they did.
Yeah, that's why they switch it up.
Tear down that wall.
Yeah,
That was 1984,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
84?
You
Or
remember-
was it 84 or 85?
84, maybe 84,
I think it's
maybe
84.
84. yeah.
AutoZone it was Auto Shack when it came out back then.
Was it really?
Yeah, and they got sued by Radio Shack.
Oh Jesus Christ! dude.
was
Is
Auto
this a
Shack.
bit or is this
No.
real?
Auto Shack.
Are you serious?
Auto Shack.
I did not know that.
God damn, dude.
Wow.
That came out as
Radio
Auto
Shack.
Radio Shack.
Yeah.
Not gonna-
Jeez.
That
Yeah,
place
what
now.
happened to that, man?
They're gone. The motherfuckers are gone now, dude. It's a shame, dude. Because I used to love going there. I used to love walking. I used to love going through and rummaging through their Walkmans and shit. They had nice
They had
technology.
everything.
They had really
didn't they?
cool shit
Walkie-talkies,
trays, is what I call them. All the
walkie-talkies.
little nuts, bolts, resistors,
yeah,
all that
yeah,
stuff. in there,
man.
man.
No, dude. It's just great to go back to those times, man. And then it's gonna be a shitty segue, but yeah, the hell with it. Segway's fuck a segue. I was going through a lot of stuff this week, reading a lot of shit, reading a lot of, because I get my news through Twitter, which is probably terrible, but whatever. But I was watching, something that kind of triggered my nostalgia. That this is what this whole show's about. Uh, Looking at Deion Sanders, where he's at now, man. Deion Sanders was a phenomenal football player.
Neon Dion.
Prime time. He was a baseball player, football player, and then now he's back in the limelight, man. He's back in the limelight. He was the coach of Jackson. I think it's Jackson State, right? I think it's Jackson State. It's one of the swag in the swag conference down there in the South, and which is the all black schools. I think that's how it's described. What I was reading, and I know these schools and whatnot, like a Grambling, Alcorn State. Alcorn State's where the quarterback for the Oilers. What's
Yes. Vince.
no. He died. I think he's dead. He's dead now. And
I know.
Moon.
Rest in peace.
No.
No.
I can picture it. I can picture it.
Real thick kid, black gentleman, thick kid. Alcorn State. I can't remember his name, but either way, we'll come back around to him. But to see Deion Sanders, man, to see where he's coming, I respect the guy. And then he left. He's leaving the swag. And he got all kinds of shit for it from from his community, from the black community. He got a bunch of shit because they're like, "Hey man, you're leaving these black kids." He's like, "Hey man, I'm not leaving these black kids." Like I said, I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to Colorado University now, and I'm going to coach up there, man. And I'm trying. I tried to expand.
Steve McNair.
Steve McNair, dude. He was so talented, man. I think he's gone now. I think he passed away now.
Yeah, he did.
So Deion Sanders was getting the help down there at Jackson State. He wasn't getting the help. They weren't giving him funding. He's like, dude, I can bring you all this. I'm bringing players you couldn't get because of me. You're getting all these players because of me.
Yeah.
And you're getting all this attention because of me. And he wasn't being an asshole.
Eyes on him is what he was doing.
He's putting eyes on these schools that nobody gave a shit about, and nobody was willing to step up. I mean, he even reached out to like Jay-Z. He reached out to the Jay-Z, all these LeBron James. He's like, man, give money to these schools. Give money to the school that I'm at. I'm the first black coach that's gonna go to the next level.
Yeah.
And you don't see many black coaches. You guys bitch about that, and I'm gonna do that. And you guys aren't trying to help me out. So you know what? I'm leaving. So he left. So I think Colorado's gonna give him. They signed him. I think he's gonna get a $30 million deal for I forget how many years it is. And
in a brand new scooter.
Oh, I'm sure. And because I think he was on a scooter. I think he had some kind of injury or something too, or he couldn't walk or whatever. I think he's good now. But to see this guy come from, he got scrutiny back in the day when he was doing both sports because they're like, man, you need to concentrate on one fucking sport. Like, stop doing baseball and basketball. Baseball and football.
Yeah.
Focus on one. So it's just funny to see how shit comes back around. Like he's getting scrutiny now. From the black community, they're saying that he don't give a shit about black kids. He goes back to what I was saying. It was like he's like, dude, college football is 70% black kids. He goes, I'm helping no matter where, if I'm here or in Division I, I'm helping black kids. Like I said, I'm going to help them get to the black women and women, any color.
How many black players are on the team that he just went to?
Yeah.
Hey, here's an idea. Why not help all kids?
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I'm helping everybody. I want to help. I want to help the next generation in general, not just black students or whatever. But I think for me, I think that the guy's a phenomenal guy. He got on the cover. I think they got on the cover. Jackson State got on the cover. I think ESPN, and that's never been done before. And he's doing all that shit, man. Like Deion Sanders is doing all this shit, man. I think and I know we're not a sports a podcast, but I think Deion Sanders is involved in pop culture because he was, he won the Super Bowl 29 with the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes,
Super Bowl
sir,
30
the
with
49ers.
the Cowboys. And that a fun fact about the Cowboys Super Bowl 30, fun fact, that broke records for the most watched sports event in America, TV. And then it was second to the most watched program on TV next to the final episode of MASH. MASH was like the biggest thing ever. And then the Cowboys playing, it was in I think it was Arizona where they played Super Bowl 30.
That's when I used to go to sleep, was when MASH came on.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knew that. Hey, that was it when that.
There you go.
Turn that shit off.
Everything I've ever seen, too, Dion is oddly enough, he likes to fish, and he's a country boy.
He's a country boy.
He's an outdoors guy.
Yeah, he's an outdoors guy.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think the
No.
football image that he had, that he's a fisherman and an outdoor
how
guy.
long was he a TV guy? Because he had
he was there for a while. I mean, I know he was there. He's been
it
with
was for a while,
for
for a
three
long
after
time.
after 3 seasons with Jackson State. So 3 seasons from now, 3 seasons back. What is that? 3 seasons back. That's what 2018, 2019.
19, yeah.
He was on TV.
Yeah.
And he was good at it, man. I
He was
mean,
very
he's
good.
got a
He had his own
personality.
segment.
He had his
Prime
he got-
time.
He had a
He had his own
personality.
segment,
He's got that personality. I mean, he was a rapper, and
What?
he was a
I
rapper.
knew he was a rapper.
He was a rapper, dude. Prime time. I forget what his big hit was, but he had But despite all that,
He was like real life Willie Beamis.
yeah. He was yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay, all
so
right,
what?
all right.
What is the legend? 4-1 speed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
4-1, dude.
4-1, right?
So he played for in football. As far as
that
football,
was his.
yeah.
yeah. So as far as football, he played with Atlanta, San Francisco Cowboys, and he ended his Redskins, and then he ended his career with the Ravens as a football player. And then as baseball, he was a Yankee, he was a Brave, he was a Red Sox, and then he ended his career as a Giant, San Francisco Giant.
Wow.
But yeah, those Cowboys. Yeah, the Cowboys there and Super Bowl 30.
I think his
Steelers.
combine time
Yeah.
was the record in legend for a while.
Mhm.
I don't know if anyone's ever beat it. I
4-1.
thought it was 4-1. I could be
He's
wrong.
he's insane, dude. He was a hell of an athlete. I think he got a bad rep for not being a DB that didn't hit people.
Yeah.
Right.
But he was
He's a
fun-
finesse guy.
Hey,
He's
he
a
was
finesse
a
guy.
showman, dude. I want to
Yeah.
see him dance. I want to see him hit that stride, man. He had that dance at the end. Him and MC Hammer were like buddies and shit. So
And at the time, it was like, wasn't it banned to do that?
to
You weren't-
celebrate
yeah,
and
you
shit.
couldn't
Yeah, it was
celebrate in
frowned
the end
upon.
zone,
It
yeah.
was frowned upon. Yeah, it was frowned upon. But
Couldn't hop in the kettle back then.
no, not that.
You still can't. You still can't.
in that Salvation Army kettle, you couldn't get in there.
You see the whack-a-mole?
Yeah.
That's funny, dude.
Uh,
That's funny.
But yeah, dude, Deion Sanders. I think he was in a. I think he's a phenomenal. He's in the Hall of Fame. Dude. He went to 2011 Hall of Fame, dude.
Yeah.
The guy's just
Just a personality.
yeah,
man.
he's huge, dude. He's huge, and I'm glad that he's getting his due.
doing good
I
things.
think he's getting his due, man. I think he's going to Colorado University. The Buffaloes up there. I think he's going to do a phenomenal job, and he's taking talent from down there from the South. He's taking his son. His son's a quarterback. He's taking his son
Yeah.
up there to Colorado.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be. I think that's great to see. People can see that there's a lot of talent down there, man. And then the SWAC division.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of talent down there. Those guys are very talented. I think they just don't get the due. I don't think they get their time or the due for what they.
Texas Southern.
SWAC, the Southwest Athlete Conference. It's like all black, the black schools.
Yeah, yeah. Is Texas Southern in
Texas Southern.
they're in
Texas,
there,
TSU, Prairie View's in there.
Prairie View A&M?
Yeah, Prairie View's in there. And those are not to take away from those guys are great, man. And I know that there's a lot of talent down there. I know, but I think the rules are they're not allowed to play in certain sports. I was reading the fine print, and they're not allowed to play in certain sports categories like
Yeah.
football or something. I can't.
And that were what's his name from Good Morning America went to school.
Which one?
It's TSU. What's his name?
Strahan?
Strahan.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
he went to TSU.
Yeah. Texas
TSU.
Southern.
Yeah, Texas Southern. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. He was amazing, dude. He was I had buddies.
He's a Hall of Famer too.
Oh yeah, dude. And I
For
hated
the Giants.
I
dude.
hated
The
it.
Giants,
I
that's
hated
right.
he played for the Giants. I hated that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he was
he
a
was-
phenomenal player.
Yeah, he
You
was
can't hate
super good, man.
You can't hate him, man. But yeah, dude, Deion's that was a big thing in the news for me when I saw it. I was like, holy shit, dude, this guy, and it's cool because that personality was so huge. He had the jerry curl back in the day when he came
I
out.
forgot about that. Yeah,
He played for the Falcons. He had a massive jerry
Had
curl. It was all
that,
juicy.
You couldn't. It would. The pillow.
That
the
was
pillow
a
got
so
greasy.
glow.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
ruined that pillow.
Let's
Just let it shine through. Yeah, dude, that was a shit.
Yes,
Hey,
dude.
when you work at
Yeah.
McDowell's,
McDowell's, dude. That was a shit. Dude, but no, I found that fascinating to see him do that. I hated that he was going through that shit. That the people I hated that his own community was hating on him.
yeah, they turned against him.
Yeah, and that's fucked up, dude. It's not cool, man. It's like this guy's just trying to better himself and his better the players, and nobody wanted to give back. Like he asked for boosters to give back into the thing so he could get a
Okay,
bigger pay raise and shit, but they didn't want to. So he's like,
but,
"Ah, fuck, I'm out of
th-
here.
This,
I'm out."
this is the deal. I feel like one of the things that we're glossing over here is that it's not like he's sold out.
No,
He went to Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado is not a banging program.
No.
So,
It's not. It's not like,
it's not like he left, and went to UT or something.
or
You know?
USC or some shit like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
or,
yeah. Like He certainly did not sell out.
No,
you
no,
know,
no.
but-
And that's what he was saying. It's like, man, I did whatever I could, to stay there in Jackson. I did whatever I could, but you guys just didn't want to pay. Now he's getting paid 4 times as more as he was, with
He shouldn't have to
Look,
qualify.
and look-
he shouldn't have to qualify that.
He made it a long time ago.
Oh,
He doesn't
yeah.
need
Dion.
to make it again.
No,
He's Dion,
yeah,
dude.
it's-
That's
but
Deion
but I
Sanders,
mean,
man.
he's he's just moving up to a bigger program,
Yeah.
man.
And then in all intent to kind of piggyback off that and dovetail off that was by the time you guys hear this shit, this will be probably long gone by then. But it's just we were talking about Herschel Walker, and it was cool to see Herschel Walker trying to put his hat in the ring of the political ring there. It was interesting. It was fun while it lasted, but I knew that shit was gonna work out because he's just. I figured he was just too. Even despite his political parties, whatever, he was just too much. I don't know, man.
Too much
to do it.
testosterone.
Yeah,
he
There
had
was
too much.
There was too
Hey,
much.
around him.
There was too much
Yeah.
there.
Did
for-
you see that this week? That what James Cameron said.
No,
You know the
Titanic.
the
Titanic guy.
yeah
Yeah.
He said that testosterone is a toxin that needs
Ah.
that men need to get out of their bodies.
Ah, okay.
I'm over here trying to put tons of that stuff in my
Hey, I'm
body.
trying to
What
put
are you
it. I'm
talking
trying to put
about?
it in, dude.
That sounds like a beta
Hey,
thing.
dude.
Yeah.
That
And this guy, right? He did make a bunch of shoot 'em
Yeah.
up type,
Yeah.
type
But
movies. But
come on,
now
man.
he's of the
He was Terminator. He did Terminator.
he made turn.
now
yeah,
he's
made-
so enlightened
no.
that he has
that's-
come to the realization that testosterone is a toxin
That's sad, dude.
that
that's
needs to
sad.
be removed from the male body.
That's
Here we are.
It's sad to hear.
Just a bunch of estrogen.
How good?
filled-
How good was 1985?
Oh,
right?
let's go back.
Let's go back to 1985.
I want to go back. So I can
Rambo? What?
I want to go back.
Yeah,
I just want to go
dude.
back so I can hang out with the fridge, dude. The fridge from
Yeah.
fucking the
Chicago
the
Bears?
Shuffling crew.
fridge.
The shuffling crew.
Yeah. Yes, dude. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Hey,
Uh,
we are the crew.
It was
the
shuffling crew. Yeah, dude. Bring it. I
Jeez.
forgot some.
Hey, that was
doing it
what's
for
crazy?
you.
You know what's crazy? 37 years ago was a completely different time. I mean, that was a completely different
I think.
world.
Yeah, Jordan just showed up on the scene. Michael Jordan showed up on the scene, and it was a different time, man. And to think,
37 years. That's a blip,
Fuck,
dude.
dude.
Was
It makes me
Tyson was
sad.
Tyson champ yet?
I think.
He was just getting in the
He
game.
was
think it was
just
getting
getting in the
there.
game.
Yeah,
He
just
was
getting in
just
the
getting
game.
in the game.
and then the reason why I bring up the Jordan thing, Jordans, is because I was looking social
Larry
media.
Holmes.
Yeah. I was looking at social media and stuff, and then I kind of was telling you guys beforehand how New Balance. I know New Balance has been a thing, and but it's coming back into fashion, and it's coming back around as a trend. And then I was reading some articles on it, and it's just funny how New Balance is like you see it in Paris, you see it in runways and shit on Paris, like New Balance, like.
But are we
What-
talking about the dad shoes?
Yeah, I'm talking about
dad
that
shoes.
shit. Yeah,
I
I'm talking
hope
about
so,
that shit,
dude.
yeah.
They're probably like the
I hope
chunky New
so.
Balances,
Yeah,
the
like-
big bulky ones.
You see it in
Yes,
Paris,
dude.
like,
I
those are
loved
the-
those.
like, it's just like this shit right here. Like these are
That's
like
okay. So this is the deal.
Look at that. I
Those
mean,
are that's a late 90s, early 2000s
That's just weird how it's
like
coming back,
trend.
dude. It's coming back.
I got
man.
like 4 pairs of those in my closet.
Yeah, seriously.
But it's-
Jean shorts.
Yeah, but the thing for me is just like, damn, it's just funny how they're in the scary. And I think we talked about this before. How the scary thing is like from this point on, there's nothing new, dude. There's nothing new. Like,
No.
everything's coming back around, dude. Like New Balance is coming
Everything's
around.
cyclical.
Hey, they were
Weird.
always quality shoes.
No, they were great shoes,
Yeah.
dude. I mean,
Quality shoes.
I got turned on to them when I
mean, your dad could mow grass with
Oh
these
yeah,
shoes.
and
Or-
if they could withstand if they could stand if they could stand the terrain of cutting grass, oh dude, they were the shit, dude. No, my thing was when I first saw the Breakfast Club, when I saw Anthony Michael Hall wearing New Balance shoes, I think they were yellow and blue, and when I saw that when I was watching Breakfast Club, and I saw Anthony Michael Hall with these New Balance shoes, I was like, dude, I want a pair of those shoes, man. But they were like $100, and and I was a kid and I couldn't afford that shit. So when I started working, I had enough money to buy those. But then that's when Jordans arrived, and I was like, okay, fuck New Balance, I'm buying Jordans. I wanted Jordans, man. But New Balance was always on my radar. I always loved the shoes. I always liked the way they look. They look comfortable, and they just had to stop.
They are comfortable. Dude.
They look.
Yeah, I
yeah.
had them and I wore
yeah.
them and they were so comfortable.
Hey, so reach back to the 80s there.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember the Kepa?
Yes.
It was good.
Yeah,
you
yes,
you
yes.
had them twice.
Yep.
The thing, my favorite thing was the Fila, and they had the strap.
Oh, yeah.
It went on across your ankle like a strap, and then you looked at
K-A-E-P-A.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those.
And they have the little triangles, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You could take the little triangle out.
Oh yeah,
pop
change
it
the
back
colors
in,
out.
and
Yeah,
there.
look at that. You could change the colors out.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
they are right there.
You tied them twice. They
I
had
don't remember
Uh-huh.
those
Had,
at all.
Yeah,
two different-
They were good, man. Those were good shoes,
Wow.
man. And I'm surprised those haven't came back yet. And then those other shoes, what they call Elise
Oh,
shoes.
I remember the Elise.
Elise, dude, those were big, dude. Elise shoes
Yeah.
are huge, man.
Good times, good times.
Yeah, Elise. I can't think. Elise. Shoes. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, anyway,
there you go. Yeah.
but yeah, dude. When watching,
Yeah.
because like I said, I read a lot on. I get my news. I shouldn't be getting my news from Twitter, but watching this, the shit was trending, and it's like New Balance is trending as shit, dude. And
Isn't that strange?
Hey,
weird.
hey.
Oh, British
hey,
Knights.
British Knights was the shit,
The
dude.
old British Knights.
The look right in the middle on the screen. We'll put this picture up on the podcast.
Reeboks?
Yes, right there.
Reeboks, yeah.
Hey, those
Yeah.
never went away.
Hey,
Oh, no.
but you know what?
They've
You
been
couldn't-
popular since then.
And you know what? They're tough.
They last
People
forever.
wear them all the
They last forever.
time.
They last forever, dude.
People
They last
wear
forever.
those all the time.
The Reeboks. I think they're called Reebok 911s or some
Reebok.
shit. I can't remember what they're called, but the brand. But yeah, they were huge, dude. They were
Hey, and those were the real tennis shoes. The
Yeah.
tennis players.
Tennis
wore
shoes.
Actual
those.
tennis shoes.
tennis
yeah,
shoes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
So, but all that shit sparked
Crazy.
me. You know, watching the New Balance sparked my thing. Is like, you know what's coming back, dude? Starters coming back. Starter jackets are coming back.
No
What?
way.
Started- you know,
Where did
those-
you see that at?
Hey, I looked.
It's everywhere, dude.
No
it's everywhere.
way.
Hey, I looked for a cowboy starter jacket.
Yeah.
With the front pocket.
Can't find them, dude.
Dude,
I couldn't find them.
I found one for resale. You want to know how much it was selling
About three
for?
bills.
$450.
Oh my God. Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, Cowboys and all that started to be involved in it. Okay. But
But I was trying to buy one of the actual like 90s
Oh, dude,
Cowboys
dude,
stuff.
they're-
You know what I'm talking about with the front
Yes,
pocket,
yes,
had the
yes,
flap
yes.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
So I had a Cowboys jacket from back in that day, one of the Super Bowl years.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they wore
Stripes
Apex.
right here?
They wore Apex one year.
Apex.
You remember that? It was the Apex brand.
Look at that.
Look at that, dude.
Damn.
$450.
Starter. Dude. I love that
Wow.
shit. Dude. I want that shit. But I remember Apex, dude.
Apex.
That was like
Oh,
the,
look at
that
the,
was
Char-
like
the
the-
Charlotte
I
Hornets.
guess the team must
Competition.
have done a deal with Apex that one year.
that was
or
like the
something.
competition.
Yeah.
People at my school, Chicago Bulls starter jacket was big, dude. The Raiders starter
Raiders,
jacket.
Raiders
Hey,
is big.
Oh
But
my
look,
God.
dude,
This
those-
is bringing me back so
Raiders-
much right
We're
now.
talking about the 80s style satin jackets.
And
The
they're back.
Satin jacket.
You know, and people want that shit, dude. It's like
Yeah.
they want
And
it.
if
The
you got a-
Oilers, yeah,
If you got a scratch on it and a thread pulled
gone.
out, dude,
it's trash.
put
Trash.
a runner. You
Trash
put-
it.
hey, dude, you
run all the way down.
Dude, you just put a runner in my satin jacket. man.
Yeah, it's trash, dude. Trash it, man. It's a shame, dude. It's a shame that I mean, it's not a shame. It's cool as shit that it's coming back. The Mighty Ducks. What is it? Yeah, the Mighty Ducks. was the
I've
thing.
said that exact same thing.
Hey. Dude, the Mighty Ducks thing was huge, dude. The Colorado Rockies was big, dude.
Yeah.
Those things were huge, man.
Wow, dude.
But
Look
the
at-
Bulls.
Okay,
what the
do you
Bulls-
guys have photos of like wearing this stuff? Because I know I showed my son. I opened up the old shoebox and I showed him
Oh, no.
showed him
shit.
photos, and he's like,
Oh.
Yeah, where were you
Where you
going?
at?
Why were you dressed out like that? Why
Yeah.
were you dressed like that?
Why were you dressed special like that? Right? Why were you wearing special stuff?
I was like, yeah, all the stuff you're talking about, you want me to buy for you?
Yeah.
Daddy wore it already.
yeah.
That's
dude.
exactly right.
Yeah, dude.
He looks at it. You're like,
yeah.
Whoa, how did you know to wear that?
Uh-huh.
Like, what is that? Yeah.
Pretty cool,
A
man.
satin
That's
jacket,
funny.
man.
And now it's back, dude. Now everyone wants one. Now everyone wants one,
Runs
dude.
it. I remember that. Dude.
Everyone
I
wants one now,
remember.
dude.
Runs in it.
What about that members only jacket? Is that
Oh,
coming back?
dude. Yes,
Is that
those are
coming
back
back?
too. Those are back too.
Yeah, dude.
Those are back
yeah.
too. Those are the members only jackets. Those were the shit little.
With the little lapel. Is this a lapel snap, right?
No, that's a
That's a members only jacket, man. But that's not a lapel. What is that called?
an appaulette, I think. An appaulette.
Hey,
What is it
nevertheless, I had a navy blue.
Appalachians.
I had a navy blue members only jacket.
Yep.
Dude, that was it. That was the shit, dude. Those were the money, dude. I always wanted one. I just never could get my hands on one.
I saw those in Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, dude, Original Nerds is the shit, dude. And Poindexter was the shit. Look at
That's
that,
it.
dude. That
Yep.
thing. Oh man, dude.
You never did the
no,
neck thing, man.
no. It's too far.
Just kind of
Too
let
far.
it.
Too far. Too far.
You should let it
Dude.
go.
Fucking
The-
what you call it?
The
What's
Hoff?
the name? Hassel the Hoff, dude.
Is that Drake?
is
that Drake with a fro?
It's like him, dude.
Is that really?
Like Drake's dad, man.
It looks like him, dude.
It's
The
Drake,
Drake.
with the fro.
Looks like him.
The Drake coffee cakes. Oh, they're back.
Yeah.
Okay, well they're back. So shit, we got to get
Yeah.
some.
They're
dude.
back.
We
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
get some, dude. We gotta get.
Members only.
We need to get some, dude.
Coming back.
So are we doing
so-
it? We're in
yeah,
You guys are
members
talking
only?
about pearl snaps?
Yeah. So
Vinny.
so okay. So we'll get to that in
Yeah,
just a
I'm
second.
wearing one.
No,
no,
that's
no.
good.
It's
That's
they're
the
no,
shit.
they're
That's the shit.
yeah. So they're the other jacket that I remember from the mid '80s was it was just a plain like zip up like windbreaker type jacket, but it had patches
Yeah.
of like if you got a baseball one, it had patches of like all the different baseball teams all over it.
Yep.
And if you had a football one, it had patches of
Oh,
all
dude,
the
that's
different
cool.
football teams all over it, or whatever, and stuff like that.
miss
But no,
that
we
shit.
were talking about Pearl Snap shirts, man. Pearl Snap shirts are coming back.
They are.
Shit, dude.
They are.
That was a
got
that
a
was
couple.
a that was a late '90s, late '90s thing, like late '90s, early 2000s thing, and they're coming back, dude. You
Hey,
can find them in stores all over the place.
Different things are coming back, but if one of you guys walks in here with an 8-ball jacket,
Oh, dude, fucking putty,
Oh my
putty.
God.
Putty.
if you can't walk in here with that 8-ball
Eight
jacket,
ball.
I'm gonna clown
8-ball.
your ass if you
Yeah,
come in here with an
alright,
8-ball
All
jacket.
yellow and shit and bright. And, dude, those were the shit, dude. I was one of those.
Hey man,
What?
it took a special kind of attitude to
You had to wear
look at that jacket and go, that's what I need right there.
that 8-ball.
That
man.
8-ball
Forgot
jacket.
about that 8-ball.
Do you remember? Do you remember the? This was more of a '90s thing. I mean, it might have been '80s. I think this is more of a '90s thing. But do you remember the when the shirts started coming out that had the Looney Tunes characters with
those
like
were huge.
sunglasses
dude,
and like
those were
backwards hats and
That's
stuff
90s.
like that?
Yeah,
Straight
yeah.
90s.
I remember me and Jennifer talking about this the other day. We were talking about how the big thing was like wearing boxer shorts, boxer briefs with socks and sandals and shit like that. That was a kind of a big thing too. Like she'll bring it up here. Oh. Cross colors?
Cross colors?
Cross colors was a shit, dude.
You can
But
go
that
to
was but that was more urban.
Hey.
You had to be careful.
you can go to
Right.
Zoomies right now and get those.
Cross color, yeah.
Like right now,
Yeah,
you can
dude.
walk into
Have to be
Zoomies
careful
and
because
find those.
if you get caught with one of those, you might, gotta make sure you
Got to answer to it.
Hey, Malcolm X and shit. You gotta be careful. But no, you told me that style. You said that fashion was like boxer shorts. Fine, I'm just saying. But that was the thing with in Austin too. We had that thing too where you wore boxer briefs. It was like yeah, and then you had the socks and shit, and then the fucking slides. Well, not slides, but they were whatever the slides. They were
What
slides
year was this?
90s,
Hey,
early
90s,
90s,
yeah,
mid
yeah.
90s.
you were urbaned out over there though, man.
Oh, I was dude. I was wearing FUBU. I had
Hey,
FUBU on.
The,
Dude.
the,
I
guy,
was-
the
hey,
guys the guys were wearing their pants backwards.
Hey, I had FUBU. on.
Crisscross, you remember that?
Hey, dude,
They
I had-
wear the
Wow,
shirt
you don't
backwards
even
and
know
shit,
what
dude.
what I was wearing about that time. I was going to the Goodwill and getting size 40 jeans and cutting
yeah.
the bottoms off of them,
Hell yeah, dude.
and it had my little zip belt because I was skating back then. So
Hell yeah, dude.
that's and then like
Vinny
I
made his
promise
own
you-
Jinkos, dude.
Yeah,
He
and
made
then
his own
Jinko came
Jinkos.
out.
Yeah,
like,
that's
and then
right.
Jinko came out, and I was like,
Them Vincos.
wow.
Yeah.
Them Vincos, man.
Hey,
they were
I,
getting
I
that-
made the dumb.
Jinkos.
Look,
dude.
I
like
made the
that.
dumbest decision I've ever made in my life back
What's that?
then. In the name of fashion,
Okay.
I sold a motorcycle and used the money to go buy a pair of Z Cavariccis
Oh,
and some Jabot
wow.
pants. I think I paid back then. I think those pants were like $200.
Oh, they were.
Oh,
they
the
weren't
Z
cheap, dude.
Cavariccis, easy.
yeah.
They were like,
Wow.
they were
Yeah.
almost like a dress.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Black
They
is
came
what
all,
they were.
they came all the way up to here. And shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
you
I
had to be a slim guy.
sold a motorcycle and
Jesus, dude.
and bought those dumbass
God
clown
damn it,
pants.
dude.
Wow.
But you were trying
even
to get
the Jabots were like crazy.
a little white,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
little white label on there.
Yeah, but if you had to have that white label,
Hey.
you were fake if you didn't have that white label.
Damn.
Hey, so in the spirit of this, because we're all fairly close to the same age, a little bit different, a little bit different in age. But what did you wear when you were in high school? Like, what was your style when you were in high school? Vinny, what do you got?
Baggy pants, Pumas, and Stussy shirts.
See, yeah, okay, all right.
You see, man.
All
I think
right.
about, I think
Oh,
about that
man.
bit. Have you ever seen Orange County with
Yes.
when he goes, man, Stussy parties on the beach. He's all like high as shit, and fucking Jack Black's talking like Stussy parties on the beach. It's so funny. That bit's
My
so-
favorite part of that
Yeah.
movie, by the way, is when he calls him and he's like, "Go check the mail," and he goes, "All right, do I have to turn on your computer?"
Yeah. Also, think it's like somebody needs to piss in this for me for real quick. Somebody needs to piss in this the piss cup real quick. It's just, dude. Orange County's. If you haven't seen Orange County,
score
Jack Black.
Can I score
It's
some piss?
Yes, can I score some piss? Jack Black, Tom Hanks' kid, not the
Colin Hanks.
Colin Hanks, not the one that's Jamaican, but the other one, Colin Hanks.
Yeah.
Funny
movie, man.
That's who else is in that movie. But it's
Harold Ramos. Harold Ramos was he was the professor.
That's right. One of the ones before he passed away because I think he's gone now.
Yeah.
But yeah, Orange County.
He was the
dean, like the dean or something.
Yeah.
The dean, yeah.
He was the director of the movie that I was in.
Son of a bitch. For year one. Year one.
So I mean, I
son of a bitch.
I met him
and
right before he died.
And fucking what's his name was in that too? Not Jack Black, but the other guy.
Jack Black was in it.
No, but what's his name?
No, Michael Cera.
Michael Cera was in it.
Not the knockoff version, but Michael
the
Cera.
real
actual Michael Cera.
Michael wasn't not the fucking
Yeah.
But no, Stussy, yeah. Johnny, what were you wearing in the night back in high school?
Man,
Yeah.
So
High school clothes, man. What'd you got?
always white tennis shoes,
Oh shit.
acid wash jeans, T-shirts that were a lot of pastel colors,
Ooh.
pink, the pastel.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Hair was long in the back.
Hey,
Oh,
you were
shit.
you were ahead of your time a little bit. You were ahead of your
Pastels.
time a little bit.
You need pictures for that shit.
Yeah.
You were ahead of your
That
time.
was it.
Dude, I was very urban, dude. I had the FUBU on. I had the Timberlands on. Dude, I was if you didn't know, I was from New York. If you didn't know me, I was from New York, dude. If you didn't know, I was
Yeah.
straight from New York. I'm from the Bronx, dude. But I wasn't. I was from fucking Texas. I was from Austin, Texas, dude. But I loved Timberlands boots. I loved that whole fashion. I used to watch little backstory on that. I used to love I used to have a subscription. I was gonna say prescription. I had drugs. I had a subscription to the Source magazine. If anybody knows
Yeah.
what that is, the Source magazine was an urban hip hop.
Wu-Tang forever.
Yeah, dude. So I was into that. I was very much into that. I was very much into the East Coast kind of thing. I wasn't. I loved the whole style, everything, the clothes, the big bubble jackets,
Yeah.
all that. I was into all that shit, dude. So yeah, I love Timberland boots, and now it's like it's to see that shit now. It's like it's like I was doing that shit then when I was
Back
a kid.
then, if somebody told you your shit wasn't fly, you
Hey,
fight 'em
hey,
with
we're
it.
fighting,
You
dude.
fight.
We're fighting. I'm showing that 12. I'm showing that 12 Timberland. I'm showing that tread. I'm showing that 12 tread. Timberland tread. Nah,
Hey,
I loved it.
Hey, if you're rocking the Timberland, like
Oh, I loved it.
Hey, you were leaning into the ethnic side.
Oh, dude, I was urban, dude. I was
Yeah.
it was
Wu-Tang
it was-
forever.
It was dark and scary, dude.
It's so
And then there was another thing. One last thing from my childhood. The big fashion thing was I don't know if everybody look it up. You can Google it. Carl Kanai was a big thing. Carl Kanai. It was two Ks. There's a black guy. KK was kind of weird, but Carl Kanai was a big influence on me on fashion. I love fashion, dude. I love clothes. I loved all kinds of shit, man. I was a big fan of that stuff, man. And
Damn, I was just a skate rat.
no, I
BMX
love,
rat.
Do you feel like apparel was like part of your personality?
oh, dude, that was huge for me, dude. That
It's
was
big. It's big. It's a part of
especially
you.
especially where I came.
Yeah.
Where I grew up in Austin, man. And in Austin, it was back then. Austin was what it is now. Like now, it'd be like, oh, you're just a, whatever. But back then, it was small. It was like a country town back then,
Yeah.
Austin. And so when they saw you with that kind of shit, it's like, damn, dude, like you're ahead of the curve. Like
Yeah.
you know
You were a
what's going
city
on.
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not a Jew cat, a city cat. But I'm gonna bring around the Jew
Big
cat
city
later.
cat.
Yeah.
But you get influenced by
Yeah,
different
what you-
things. You know, I was
yeah,
I was
a
in
kid.
I was
you know?
in a town that was small town, so
Yeah.
there was a lot of the I don't know what you'd call it, the more Western dress folks. But I was a motocross kid.
Sure.
I love that, and so my choice of clothes was
Yeah.
influenced by
Mhm.
the magazines, and I wanted
Oh,
to
yeah.
emulate those folks, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to have that look.
And as I got older, I didn't get anything wrong with it. As I got older, I was always in I started growing and seeing things, and I used to love like when I started watching Urban Cowboy, I used to love the fashion from the Urban Cowboy. As I growing up, I used to love the pearl snap shirts, cowboy boots, and shit like that. I couldn't pull off a cowboy hat; that just wasn't me. But I loved the that fashion. So when when I was in my late, I guess 30s or whatever, like in the early 2010s, 2012s or whatever, I bought a pair of boots and shit. Like I loved it, man.
And I can't see this. I can't see this happening.
Okay.
But
I got a pair of what was it, Ariat boots for Christmas? Ariat boots, they're called Ariats, right?
Yeah.
I got those for
Ariat,
Christmas, and they were like fucking $300 boots. But I love boots, and but you change though as you're like as you get older, you change, and and I love that stuff. But now I go back to what I'm into, and I as I got older, and now that I have my son and stuff like that, I start showing him the sneaker world. So now we're back into sneakers, and I'm back into the sneaker game, and I love that. I'm a sneakerhead now, and we're back into that thing again. And it's good to share that with him and my wife, and we're into all that shit now. So I love it, dude. I love expensive as fuck, but I love sneakers, man. Sneakers are my thing, and that's always been my thing. And I probably won't turn back around from that, dude.
Trent, tell us about
yeah, dude, the
tell,
fashion,
tell
dude.
Us about,
Okay,
tell
all
us
right,
about those early '90s.
Yeah.
All right, so I had two.
Oh shit. Where are you wearing? Trent?
Okay, so I actually had two different styles. I literally made a conscious effort to change my style. So freshman, sophomore, I was Jinkos, Adidas shirts were real big, like
Nice.
with the big logo or whatever.
Wait, Jinko's the big bottoms?
The ones I was cutting back in the day.
Yeah, the ones he
Mink
was making
coats.
before
Yeah,
they
the
actually
mink coats.
made them.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ones Vinny made before they actually were. Yeah. So I was wearing. What'd you say? What'd you call them?
The Vincos.
Vincos.
The Vincos, dude.
Vincos. Yeah.
Vinny.
No. So I was wearing Jinkos, Adidas shirts, Doc Martens.
Oh, okay.
That was,
that's
what I had
I
on my
like that
feet.
guy. I like Doc.
They were like
I had,
15 pounds a piece.
Absolutely, dude. You were tired by the end of the day, dude. You were exhausted wearing the Doc Martens.
Oh.
So by the time I hit my sophomore year, my goal was to do something that nobody else was doing, and I literally like it was almost like a challenge. I wanted to wear something that nobody else was wearing, so I specifically went to Goodwill and I tried to find like tire shop shirts that had like oil stains and stuff, or whatever.
Shop shirts.
I wanted to find something because that was not popular then.
Nope.
And so I went and I tried to find the most obscure like t-shirts that were authentic that I could find. And I found those. I bought just like black jeans, and I would just wear like black jeans and like random t-shirts.
Okay.
And my junior and senior year, that's what I wore. And my shoes then were Walmart Velcro gray shoes.
Oh shit. Dude.
Walmart Velcros, dude.
He had them straps.
Walmart Velcro.
Strapped up. Strapped up, man. You
Doc
strapped up.
Martens collecting dust in my
Strapped up, man.
in my closet, and I was wearing like $20 Walmart Velcro shoes.
Dude, the crazy shit I see now, and I think I seen Kanye do it, and I seen a couple other big star people, folks. And I also saw this kid at what's that place called? Dutch Brothers the other day. There's a new Dutch.
Yeah.
Just if you listen to the show, Dutch Brothers has opened up a new spot up there in Conroe. It's off of 242 Dutch Brothers. Check them out. Anyway, one of the kids there, I say kids, he's probably like 20 something. I say kids because I'm old as shit. So he had these now Kanye. They wear these clothes and they got like paint stains on them. It looks like they've been doing drywall all day. Like they've been doing drywall work all day. They got like. They look.
So they look like a contractor.
They look like a contractor, but that's fashion now. It's like what the, I've got 100 pairs of pants like that look like that, and it's like they look at me like you're dirty.
So you look like a Tio.
Yeah. You look like somebody's uncle. Yeah,
like somebody's
Tio. Fucking laying drywall all day, fucking doing fucking 100 homes a day. Hey, working on that new subdivision.
But they can't do shit.
But they can't do shit. Dude. They don't know how to pick up. Hey, they don't know how to pick up a fucking drywall blade. They don't know how to fucking do. But I'm saying, but it's weird what comes around, dude. It's just so fucking weird.
So I've already made a plan because I'm getting older. I already know what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna wear chinos, a Mexican wedding shirt, and loafers. Done.
That's it.
That's it.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. When I get old.
I always love those shirts. I always love those wedding shirts that had the big ruffles right here. Big ruffles. I love those, dude. I fucking love those shirts, dude. They have the big ass ruffles in the front. I love that shit. Especially if it's pink, I'm all in, dude. If it's pink, I'm all in. And just heads up, keep an eye out for that Big Jew Cat merch coming soon. It's coming soon, dude. It's coming soon. The 52 Big Jew Cat merch coming soon. Just in case you know about what. If you know, you know. If not, you'll figure it out. And if not, if you're offended, it's okay too.
Hey,
whatever it takes.
Keith's a Big Jew Cat.
Big Jew Cat, man. I know about them bagels, man. Dude. Coming up, we're gonna have our fucking Hanukkah special. We got the Christmas special coming up, dude. We got a lot of stuff to cover, dude, in the next couple weeks, man. So Hanukkah's coming up, dude. Dude, if you have, I don't know if I talked about this in the last episode. I don't know if we did. Artie Shafir. If you don't know who Artie Shafir is, he's a phenomenal comedian. Check out his special. It's on YouTube. It's like at 400 million views right now. And Artie Shafir, he's a Jewish gentleman, and I think I find him one of the most interesting comedians right now.
I haven't seen it yet.
Check it out.
Yeah.
And he's just I I love the setup. It's just candles, like a shit ton of candles in the background. It's a great set. Check him out, Artie Shafir, and it's a great show. He's comedy. The comedy it's very cheeky. It's very funny. It's just very sharp. So check him out, Artie Shafir. Check him out. But I love that stuff, and I'm always like I said, I'm on the cutting edge of Jewish comedy and entertainment.
Absolutely.
Big
Jew
Jew cat.
You're a big Jew cat.
Hanukkah's coming, dude. Hanukkah, we gotta get ready, dude. We gotta get ready. 8 nights and days.
That dreidel, dude. Who's
Dreidel to the grave.
Here. Spin it, dude. Right here.
Right there.
Play all the Adam Sandler.
Anyway,
Yeah, dude.
but no,
Light
dude,
the menorah up.
yeah. Let's see what else. Let's see, dude. Another thing I caught myself watching, dude. I always get myself wrapped up in. I know Vinny doesn't like him, and I took note of that and I wrote that down. Vinny doesn't like Rogan, so but I did watch.
Wait, hold on. Pause that. What's your beef with Rogan?
He's not a fan.
I don't know. I'm just like he's something else, man. Like I'm gonna be.
He is kind of a character.
Yeah, he
I
is.
mean, like,
I liked him in news radio.
yeah,
That's when I liked
It was
Rogan.
good. It was good. It was
And
solid.
then he got all, I don't have a problem with testosterone, but then I think he took too much testosterone.
Hey,
Yeah.
he's calling folks out now though. He's
Oh, yeah,
called,
he
he
is.
called the Rock out.
Oh yeah,
He called
dude.
the Rock out.
What's
Not natty.
Liver King?
Hey, the world has turned upside down now because
Oh my God,
it has come out in the news that Liver King is in fact not natural.
he's not.
I was taking it back. I was taking it back.
Raise your hand in this room if you're surprised that Liver King is not natural. I'll wait.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it's
But
not even.
It's interesting. He's an interesting guy.
He is interesting. I listen to some of his stuff.
Rogan,
yeah.
for sure. No, I follow him very closely because I know the reason why I follow him closely because I love comedy and
Same here.
yeah, I love comedy. So I know that Austin's gonna get the pleasure of getting the Mothership soon, which is his comedy spot, and I know that's gonna bring in comedians that I enjoy and that I know Trent enjoys, and so I'll probably be in Austin every other weekend when this happens. So, but anyway, I was listening to a show the other day, and he had one of my favorite, I don't, politics aside, because I don't line up with this guy. Politics, but that's neither here nor there. But Neil deGrasse Tyson, he was on there again, dude. Dude, and the show was so good, man. They talked about a ton of shit.
Joe, you can go and watch, his stuff, or whatever. You can go and watch his interviews with Neil deGrasse Tyson, and draw your own conclusions. But Joe's made several comments about how he thinks that Tyson's out there.
Oh, he's out there, dude. He's nutty.
He's
a bit nutty.
He's pretty open about how he feels like some of the things that he says is almost like caricaturist. Where it's like.
Didn't he had Bob Lazar on there also?
Bob Lazar, dude. He
had him on his podcast.
Best episode.
Oh yeah,
of Joe Rogan.
It's interesting.
That was the best one.
Yeah. I think that's a phenomenal.
With Jeremy, what's his name? The documentary guy, Jeremy Corbell.
Yeah, Corbell.
The good thing about Rogan, or someone that has made it to that level, is that you get a sense whether you like them or not. You may not like the person.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know what it is now. What I don't like about Rogan.
You get a real sense because they've made it to the point to where they don't fake it anymore.
Yeah, I know what.
Yeah,
They're just
That's him. Yeah.
they're raw at that
Yeah.
point because when you're on your way up,
Yeah,
you have to. I mean, I can't say that. I
Yeah.
better not say this.
Better
the
not
dude's
poke at him.
pushing 2,000 episodes
Yeah,
of his
so-
podcast. I mean,
Okay, it's
at that point
I like
you can say whatever
podcast
you
Rogan.
want.
I don't like UFC Rogan.
No, yeah, no.
That's
I
what
get
it
that. I
is.
get that.
Okay,
Yeah, I can
that's
get
what it
behind
is.
that. I can get behind that.
You know what?
Hey, he yells all the time. He's always yelling.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing about Rogan, and I've said this many times, and I've said this to the wife many times. You may not like him, or whatever, but the problem is with him, it's what I enjoy the most. What I enjoy the most is like it's a regular fucking dumbass meathead guy, that would be like us, talking to somebody that's phenomenal, talking to somebody that's he's talking to a Pulitzer Prize
Right.
writer. He's talking to somebody that's on a whole nother level of genius than him. And he breaks him down to like, okay, you're going to talk the way I want to talk. You're going to talk like a dumbass like I talk. I talk like an idiot. I'm going to get you to talk to me like that. And and then it relates to the audience. And the audience gets it. And and that's why I like so much when he talks to like I said, Neil Degrassi High guy, the black gentleman that looks like
Yeah,
he looks like Cleveland from the Cleveland show.
he does.
He does. He looks just like him. But when he talks to him, it's so cool because I can relate. I can understand what they're talking about because they dumb it down. Because I'm an idiot, so they dumb it down to where I can get it. And just like when he talked to Elon Musk, dude, just one pair. So when he talked to Elon Musk, he made it simple so we could understand.
Elon was like blazing one up on the show, wasn't he?
He got in trouble
He made
for
him
that.
like he got in trouble for that shit.
He got in trouble.
But
for
they
that.
talked like
He don't care.
no,
He don't care that he got in trouble, but he got in
like,
trouble.
Okay, I don't. It's not that I dislike Rogan. I don't like UFC Rogan.
Yeah.
Let's just put it out there.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
No, that's good. I
Podcast
get it.
Rogan, cool.
Yeah.
Comedian Rogan, cool.
Yeah.
The thing about Joe Rogan is a lot of people consider him like the godfather of podcasting
for sure.
because he was one of the first people to, and I'm not even saying one of the first successful. I mean, he was one of the first people that turned on a camera and said, I'm going to talk to this camera and whatever. I forgot that he started with Brian Redband.
Yes, and then also too, they were showing some. Him and Artie Shafir were showing some of the early things where they just went on. They were on a computer and they just went live.
Yeah,
they were live on a computer just doing their podcast. And he was
not even a thing.
It was terrible. He goes, and these are terrible. He goes, him and Artie Shafir was like, these were terrible episodes, but we thought we were doing something groundbreaking, and we stood behind it. We were like, fuck it, it sucks, but this is gonna go somewhere. This is gonna be eventually one day
it's gonna become something.
It's gonna be something. But I was watching some of the older ones where they did where it was just like they put on a webcam and they were just sitting there talking about nothing and getting high, and it was not interesting, but it went somewhere, dude. Now it's where it's at now.
It's cool that he's trying to bring like
It's
comedy to Austin.
Yeah,
like
I'm all about it.
Yeah, because we have the Improv here.
Yeah, we got the Improv.
Yeah,
the Improv.
And that's a small venue. That's a really small venue.
Yeah.
And honestly, and I mean this seriously. I've been to a couple of different venues down there. Honestly, it's the only venue.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
The Improv is pretty much the only venue we have.
There's two clubs.
There used to be. There used to be another one on Richmond. There used to be another one on Richmond Avenue, and I don't know. It was called. I forget what it was called, but that one got shut down. I think it just didn't make it. And then there was another one on. Oh shit! What's that street called? Shit, I can't remember it right now.
I was so close to trying to get into stand up. Not even gonna lie.
There was a mom and pop club that opened up called Chuckles, and it was over near like not I don't want to say near Cypress, but it was like that side of Houston,
right? Laugh Spot.
And
wasn't there one called Laugh Spot?
Yeah.
I've been to Laugh Spot.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
But
and those didn't.
Didn't hit.
Those didn't like
Laugh Spot gone.
That's gone.
Yeah, the only one left is like Improv.
Improv is it. That's it, dude. That's it.
But Austin, Austin now you've got Joe Rogan coming in, and he's bringing a lot of like comics with him.
Dude, he's bringing.
There's a lot of comics.
He might turn into like Texas's own comedy store.
I think so. I think it's going to be California, like a small California.
Yeah,
I really. It's California already, but even more so as comedy.
Honestly, I really do think it will be.
I think so. I think so. I think it's going to take away from that, and I think people are going to want to come here. It's going to be, and that's why I know his whole premise about calling the mothership, because it's going to be. If he puts his name on, it's going to be the mothership. Everybody's going to want to come here and be a part of it, and I get what he's doing, and I don't, whatever.
I talk a lot about that show Kill Tony. And, Tony Hinchcliffe is he moved to Austin, and he moved to Austin because of Joe Rogan.
And Artie Shafir too. He moved to Austin as well, just for Rogan's sake. And
did Kreischer? Bert Kreischer?
No, he's still out in L.A. and shit. But that guy's amazing too. I mean,
he's in Austin a lot.
Yeah, because of the Rogan thing.
Yeah. No, so the Rogan club that's opening up.
Right.
I'll be interested to see like after it's open, because right now it's all talk.
Yeah,
it's not open yet. I'll be interested to see like after it's open, like how many people are like, okay, this might actually be a comedy scene now.
And the thing you might appreciate, he was talking about, because we watched the I don't know if you've ever seen the Parks and Rec, Protect Our Parks and Rec. It's him and Artie Shafir and goddamn, what's his name? The Parks and Rec. Can you look that up real quick? It's Parks and Save Our Parks and Rec.
The show's
Rogan
come up.
Joe Rogan. Save Our Parks and Rec. I'm trying to think of the four guys on there. It's Artie Shafir, Shane Gillis, and I'm trying to think of the fourth guy.
Tom Segura.
Mark Herman.
Oh,
Mark what?
Norman.
Mark Norman. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mark Norman. Anyway, they were talking about. Jeez, I lost my train of thought. Where we were going with that, but Mark Herman. Yeah, Mark Herman. I lost my train of thought where we were going with that. But my thing was with those guys. They were talking about. Oh, that's what it was. Rogan was talking to. He was telling them. He's like, dude, I went to the comedy store. His place, the mothership. I changed the name. He went to the mothership the other day. He goes and he got a lot of influence from you pretty appreciate it, Louis C.K. Louis C.K. had a lot of influence on the one particular room.
Yeah.
Because he made it. Rogan wanted the room small ceilings.
Yep.
And a tight room, so you get a nice punch when people laugh and
Wait,
shit.
Yeah.
So you're saying that this place exists
Yes.
already?
Yeah, they're just creating.
They're building it.
Yeah, it's building. It's almost done. Like I said, I think he said he's ready to launch in Marchish. March. Yeah,
Yeah.
March is the plan. Late March.
What's the
mid-March.
place look like?
I don't know.
It's an old theater.
Yeah.
That he's like rebuilt.
Is it on the downtown scene?
Yeah, in downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah, it's downtown. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the what is it? It's the there's a
The mother.
uh,
Just put the mothership in. I
I'll
guess.
be in Austin this coming up weekend.
it's
Oh,
so,
shit?
yeah.
What are you going up there for?
It's,
got a show?
Yeah, it's a car show.
Oh,
what?
Los Cochinos, their
Okay.
Christmas party.
okay.
It's we got invited to go.
Is it- What is it?
Capital City Comedy Club. Yes,
Okay,
that's it.
that's the one. Okay.
The Ritz Theater. He bought it and he's like remodeling.
Yeah,
it.
he's doing it to way, and then he asked because he was like, if I wanted a comic show, how do I want it? And he asked other comedians that he was influenced by, which was I think he likes Louis C.K. He asked a couple other influenced. What was the other one? Don Herrera.
Dom Herrera.
Don Herrera. Yeah, he was one of those guys. He was asking like, what do you guys think? He's like, dude, we should do this.
Doug
And he-
Stanhope.
yeah, those guys like they were asking him.
Yeah.
Oh, it used to be at Alamo Draft House.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was asking them.
because it was a movie theater.
Yeah, and I went there a ton of times when I was
That's where Quentin Tarantino used to hang out all the time.
oh yeah, dude, it was Tarantino's stomping grounds there, and Rodriguez.
Yeah,
I remember, dude. I remember hearing the stories. I used to love hearing the stories, and I used to live near there, where Robert Rodriguez used to go give like I don't know if it was plasma or whatever. There was a place like not a hospital, but a place where he would give plasma, and that money where he would give his medical studies. He would just donate his body to medical studies to get money, like 10 grand checks, and those checks he used to make the mariachi, that first movie he made.
I
So
was supposed
Robert
to be
Rodriguez-
in the first Machete, but
Yeah?
in the car scene.
No shit.
Yeah, but my boss at the time was like, "I need you here. You're not going anywhere."
should've said, "Fuck it,
I
I wanna be a movie."
I should have just bounced.
You should have said,
like,
"Fuck it, I want to be a movie star,
Yeah.
dude. I'm gonna be fucking Three Amigos."
hey,
fucking shit."
still working on it.
Hey, it still happened, dude. We're still
Yeah.
young, dude. We're still young. All of us, we're still young.
Yeah.
We can still do
That
it.
time's coming.
But yeah, dude, I'm looking forward to that. The
It's
comedy
gonna,
place.
it's gonna be fun to see like like I said after it opens up because I think right now everybody views it as talk.
Sure.
Like, when it's actually open and they come down and they see it and they perform there, they're like, man, dude, everybody here is funny. Like this is the like the place to be because it actually is growing.
Yeah,
and
for
like
sure.
there's I know a lot of like we talked about David Lucas
Yes.
a couple of times or whatever, and he's like an up and coming guy or whatever. And he lived in California and he's very talented and he chose to move to
Made the
Austin
move. Yeah.
as
Made
an
the move.
up and coming comic because he was like, this is
the shit.
Yeah, he's gonna be trying to be at the forefront.
Yes.
Yeah, you
when
gotta
it
be
goes
Like,
down.
This
Yeah,
is
that'd be
exactly where he wants to be because he knows like this is the next big place.
Oh, for
Right,
sure.
right.
Like
sure.
the next thing. And that'll be fun to see. You don't like Louis C.K.
No, I don't. And I went into great detail about that after you told me to watch that special. I did. And
Dude,
I had to bring
think
it. I
he's
don't like.
funny, man.
I don't think he's funny. I think what it is. I think what it is with him, he's just not.
He's crass.
No,
He is crass. I
He's
mean,
crass, but I think with his thing, it's just very. Like I said before, I think his stuff is very antique. I don't know. It's very just. I don't know. I just don't find him funny. I like. You know what it is? I like. It's just like okay. It's just like the other day we were watching or
just so that you know, he's universally considered in most everyone's top 10.
I'm from the old school.
No, not by Wealthy Gorilla.
No, okay, with the
Well,
gorilla.
you're-
I'm old school, dude. I'm old school. I'm old school, and I like and I said this,
Yeah.
I said this a million times on the show before. And if you heard this story before, I'll sorry for the listeners that heard this before. I'm I'm old school. I'm urban. I keep it urban, and not because whatever. I just keep it urban because those are the guys that lay the groundwork, man. Like you got Richard Pryor, you got
Would you say Eddie Murphy?
Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence. You got all these guys, man, and I don't see Bernie Mac. I see all these guys. I see all these guys before I see Louis C.K. And, Louis C.K. He's fine or whatever. I just don't get.
I would put money, on the fact that Jen can look up any top 10 right now on any website, and Louis C.K.
So, what do you think of Rodney?
Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, that's what I was gonna bring up. That's the point. So I was listening to the new one with Rogan, the new episode. This is the newest episode that came out just like a couple days ago, and he was saying he wants to bring that back. The Rodney Dangerfield, how he had the Rodney Dangerfield show on HBO. I don't know if you guys are old enough to know this, but HBO had this thing where it's the comedy showcase is Rodney Dangerfield showcase.
Yep.
And that's where Dice Clay got introduced. Dice Clay was
I'm
there.
a big Dice Clay fan. Big Dice Clay fan.
What's his name? Kinnison was there. You had these guys that just never had
used to be a preacher.
Yeah, he used to be a preacher. Yeah, man. And then we watched
Kinnison.
Kinnison used to be a preacher. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
He brought that cadence and that voice to his comedy, but the first year, phenomenal comedian. The first year, after that, his brother said that his comedy kind of failed. It fell. Like his writing stopped. He stopped writing because he got involved with
probably high all the time.
He was
Yeah,
high. He was on cocaine all the time.
Yeah,
he was
all the time.
and he was hanging out with rock stars because he made like a rock album. Like he made a rock album. He was hanging out with rock stars and he thought he was a rock star.
He's a very
He was on
talented
Hollywood
guy,
and Vine
actually,
all the time.
But he put his writing to the side and it suffered. And like Rogan and I saw it too, where his first comedy set was amazing. Like it was great. It was one of its kind. The yelling and all that. It was the first of its kind. I never seen. And then he got into movies with Rodney Dangerfield, like what's it called? Back to School. He got into those movies, and after that, he just kind of was just a downhill thing because drugs took over. Like he was into coke and whatnot. And
That was big in the 80s.
yeah, it was.
1985.
Oh, yeah, and it was real quick. Goes with the amphetamine, or what was that new thing that they're doing now with it's killing people with
Fentanyl.
Fentanyl's killing all kinds of fucking people, dude. And then Artie Shafir said, if you have a test kit, a cocaine test kit, test your cocaine before you do your cocaine. That's what Artie Shafir said.
That's insane.
And then the reason why I don't like Artie Shafir. I mean, I respect his comedy, but I didn't like him at first because he was the guy that when and Jennifer probably hate this. Artie Shafir was the guy that came out right after Kobe's helicopter crashed. Kobe Bryant's helicopter crashed. He was like, well, this is payback for all the raping he did and all this. It was like he's a comedian.
He was very distasteful.
Yeah, it was. He's a comedian. I know he was doing it from a comedic standpoint. He thought people were gonna get it, but people didn't get it because it was very dark and disrespectful at that moment. So but that's when he got on my radar. Like I said, I knew who he was beforehand, but that's when he got on my radar. And that's what it is. Just like if you're that troll, you make it, dude. Like that's the thing is like if you're a troll, you make it, dude.
Okay. What do you think about
I think he's talented. I think he's very.
What about Bill Barr?
It's not just me.
Bill Maher?
Everybody thinks he's talented.
Bill Burr.
Almost everybody thinks he's talented.
Bill Burr.
Everybody but you.
Yeah, and me. Yeah. No, Bill Burr for me. I love his comedy and I love his podcast. The Monday, I forget it's called Monday Morning Podcast. Bill Burr, I think he's phenomenal, and I think he crossed over to acting, being in the Mandalorian and shit. I think he's a great guy.
Have you seen his animated series on Netflix?
F is for Family. I love that.
That's one of my favorite shows.
He's and the reason why I like it so much because it kind of relates to me as my childhood, where I was yelled at and cussed at, and it's relatable for me. So relatable. I appreciate it. So yeah, I think Bill Burr's amazing. I think he's gonna be
the Philly rant was.
Oh yeah. He's it's those New Yorker guys, man. Those New Yorker guys got a vibe to them. I don't know what it is. They got a vibe to them, and that's why I like. And somebody that's underrated that you probably don't hear about or know about is Chris DiStefano and Sal Vulcano. Those guys. Sal Vulcano was on the Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
And if you watch Sal's comedy,
but he has his own stand-up special too.
Yeah, he does, and he's got his own. I watch his podcast, and he's very, very, very talented. And these guys are just kind of unsung heroes, and heroes. I don't mean that, whatever. But I think these guys are very talented, and nobody knows about these guys. I feel like nobody knows about these guys, and those are the guys. That's the kind of comedy that I'm into. That's punchy, witty, fast. It's like.
But don't you think that? I know for me, I can say this my taste in comedy has changed.
Yeah.
You know, when you're younger,
Yeah.
you know, some of them more raw and just
Punchy.
nasty and you know, it's just because it's shock value.
Yeah.
And now I find myself the more clever,
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
clever.
totally.
I
more
love
clever
and that's,
comedy.
and that's why
You know,
that's-
you're a fan of that because you know you're thinking a little deeper. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not just laughing at somebody, you know, describing a vulgar
yeah,
something, you know, and that was
Yeah.
funny. But
yeah.
now, you know, you want to say, all right, I want somebody that put some thought into writing this joke, right? And
I watched when I was younger. I watched a lot. I mean, and even his movies. Like I watched a lot of Jim Carrey, and I thought he was so funny. And like now I look at his stuff and I'm like, dude,
he was just acting like an idiot, right?
it's just like
Yeah.
it's just a cartoon character,
yeah.
you know?
Right.
And so like I feel like my humor, like what I find funny, is two different things. Like like silly witty, where it's like you're saying something and it makes me think of something else that's funny, that makes me laugh or whatever. And then people that say things that other people are scared to say.
That's like I like early Cat Williams, not
Yeah.
new Cat Williams.
Yeah.
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 So like
So-
his stuff was funny, and then now it's just
Yeah.
kind of he just went somewhere else with it.
Yeah. So I mean, and I think that's the reason why I like Louis C.K.
Mhm.
And the young version of Louis C.K. is Tony Hinchcliffe, and that's why I think Tony Hinchcliffe is funny.
One of my favorite skits was probably from Cedric the Entertainer when he was talking about going to your neighborhood mechanic, shade tree mechanic,
Yeah.
and the guy is just talking with the cigarette over the carburetor.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
because
that's- and
I've seen that before.
And then to that point, that's
It's a
what
Tuesday.
and to that point, that's what I grew up on. I grew up on Martin Lawrence doing his. You know, I grew up with Rodney Dangerfield doing his Rodney Dangerfield HBO special, and then I grew up with Martin Lawrence doing his Def Jam.
Right.
And Def Jam was Def Jam wrote out Chris Tucker, Bernie Mac. I mean, dude, the fucking list is ridiculous of all these people that came out from Def Jam, and so that's the comedy I'm into, man. I like
Martin's show, I think, was probably one of the most underrated shows.
yeah, and it was very
He had all those
it was
characters that
very
he did in
slapstick.
it.
It was very
Yeah,
slapsticky.
it was.
very slapsticky, very different. It wasn't true to comedy like Seinfeld. Like say Seinfeld has its moments where it's slapsticky and whatnot, but Seinfeld's like true or like Curb Your Enthusiasm is more. It's like comedy. It's like that's
Yeah.
not as much, but that's
Set
why
up punchline.
Yeah.
It's written comedy is what
Set
it
up
is.
punchline.
Like
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's just like you have writers.
Yeah.
It's not the artist; it's the writers writing the
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
But for me, I was for a long time. Dude, for a long time, I was a big. I love the urban comedy, like when I say urban, I mean like the black comedians, and I don't mean in any disrespectful kind of way. But urban comedy was my thing, man. Like I loved that comedy because I could relate to it because they were poor like me, they grew up like me, they got their ass kicked like me, they got their ass whippings like I did. So I related to those comedians more than anybody else, and.
So you didn't watch Saturday Night Live? You watched?
No, I watched Saturday Night Live. I watched Saturday Night Live. I watched Living in Color. I watched what was the other one? Mad TV. Like I said, that's why I
TV,
like.
yeah.
That's why I like Bobby Lee so much because I know who he is and I dig that.
That's a different cat right there.
Yeah,
man.
Bobby Lee's weird as
Yeah,
shit,
he's-
dude. And I love his podcast and I watch that shit and it's just I find these guys very interesting. I said because you get a dive into their lives. Like he's like. With podcasting now, do you find out who this guy is behind the scenes? Like you kind of get a look behind the curtain, and I dig that.
So I'm
man.
gonna ask you this: what did you think about Dane Cook and his comedy?
Dane Cook, I thought his early shit was amazing. I thought, and then now he came back now. Recently, like I think recently he's back. He's back now,
Right.
and I haven't seen it yet.
He was the college phenomenon.
Yeah, he was like
you
the
know,
frat boy. He was like
he
he was,
captured that
that time
audience.
frame.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
audience.
then when he was doing that, I was a little past that, and I wasn't into him.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he wouldn't work today. He was a college comic, but that was back in the day when you could be on a college and be on a college campus and say the things that he said,
Oh yeah.
and everybody thought it was funny.
Yeah,
You didn't
sure.
need to say
Everyone else.
spaces,
Yeah.
and yeah.
He can't do that now.
Oh, no,
You can't go on a college campus and say the things that he said back then that were funny,
No way.
and it still be funny. Because now it's you have to watch what you say on a college camp, especially on a college campus.
Because you don't know what the pronouns and fucking all that bullshit. You don't know what to use. And I'm not being disrespectful to all that shit, but it's just hard now for people.
You know what we need right now? What we need right now in this day and age is a George Carlin to make fun of our times.
Oh yeah,
like he made fun of his own
I
times.
couldn't agree more. I could not agree more
Because he would take what's the temperature in the world now and turn it into a thought-provoking
chart
deal that you would laugh at. Yeah. But, I just remember one of his routines where he talked about shell shock.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was called when you came home from World War II.
Yeah.
And it's post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Oh, yeah.
And how his whole point is it's the same thing that we had these names for. We just keep softening the names.
Oh, yeah.
And he had this funny routine about it. But when he was done with his routine and you were finished laughing, you sat back and went, wow, man, he's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
that's the kind of comedy I was into. It's just like the comedy that tells you, like, it's like you said, it's in your face and it tells you, it's like you like, oh shit, you're right. Like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of shit that I like now as I'm older. I like that.
Yeah,
shit.
and that's what I was kind of getting at earlier.
Yeah.
Now it's that kind of comedy
like,
that's funny, but then it's almost like a
makes you think kind of shit.
It's thought provoking on your own surroundings.
So I talked about this last Thursday during a trivia event that I was hosting here, and the video round that we did was stand-up comedians, and it was name the stand-up comedian, and it was like different clips from different stand-up comedians.
Yeah, we were talking about what Mitch
over decades.
Mitch
Hedberg.
Hedberg. Yeah,
Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
So the one that came up, and I even like paused the video and like said this, the one of the funniest sets, and it's a 5-minute TV set. One of the funniest sets that I've ever seen was Louis Anderson's first TV set ever, and it was on the Johnny Carson show, and he did a 5-minute set, and every single joke that he told in that set had a 5, 10, 15-second laugh break. He would say a joke and then just sit there and wait. And he would say another joke and he would just sit there and wait for the entire 5 minutes. And it is some of the funniest stuff.
And he got a cameo in Coming to America.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We washed the lettuce. We washed the lettuce. Yeah. So he said he washed the lettuce. And then he's
rest in peace, man. He died.
Then he came back, and then another guy that I know people don't like his comedy or don't like his comic sense. God damn it, Two Ferns. What's the guy? Two Ferns.
Zach Galifianakis.
When he did I
think
about a comic, a clown thing. He did. I forget what it's called.
Baskets.
And then Louis Anderson was his mom.
Yep.
And played his mom in that thing. And I thought that
it was so fucking good.
It's funny. It was a great show. I loved it, and
good.
I wish I got to finish. I haven't finished it yet, but I need to finish it. I just haven't had time to finish it. But I think Zach Galifianakis had a way about himself. I mean, he had a way about himself because he made it to co-star with fucking Iron Man and the Due Date. It's called Due Date.
Yeah.
Him and Iron Man. What the fuck is Iron Man's name?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
And I'm lost.
Yeah.
It's late. It's late. But Robert Downey Jr. to be his co-star, to be along with him, that's amazing. So,
but did he ever do stand up, or did he just jump straight into film?
Galifianakis.
Live at the Purple Onion was his special. And it is, in my opinion, it's in my top 3 specials of all time.
One of my favorite movies that he did was called Masterminds.
So funny, dude.
Yeah, and that was him.
So funny,
and that was his main. He was the main character.
Okay, so a couple of different things. Baskets,
great.
He co-stars with himself.
Yeah,
because he has a twin brother, and that's part of the Live at the Purple Onion bit that he did, where this whole special was him doing this like stand up, and he's just like, it's one of those things where he pretends like it's going off the rails, or whatever, and he's like yelling at the audience and like all this kind of stuff, and he's like I can't, he's like we're filming a DVD, I can't believe you're like in the front row or whatever, and like he just goes into this whole thing, and as a part of that special, it cuts to his twin brother, that's has like, this real like effeminate personality or whatever, and he's talking about his his other twin brother Zach, or whatever, and goes through this whole thing, and it's an hour-long special, with him doing stand up at the Purple Onion comedy club, and I don't know where that's at, but uh, and it cuts back to like this interview that he's doing as this twin brother, and it is so funny and unique. It's like it's like nobody else had done it.
I'm gonna have
at
to
that
look
point.
that up. What is it called?
Live at the Purple Onion. It is so funny.
No, I
Masterminds though, dude.
when I 'cause like I
Masterminds
said,
is funny.
I saw him in was it the with the movie with the
The Vegas
Hangover,
movie?
Hangover.
Hangover,
Yeah, so I was
yeah,
like, whatever. That's okay. It's cool. But when I saw him in Due Date with
That's
Robert
it right
Downey Jr.
there.
But
Live
when,
at the Purple
but
Onion,
when I
Live
saw
at
him
the
with
Purple Onion.
but I saw him in Due Date with Robert Downey Jr. Jesus,
They had the
goddamn it.
Frenchie the whole time.
Yeah, dude,
Oh, a
it
little
was
French
phenomenal.
bulldog.
Dude. It was phenomenal, dude. It was Sonny. Sonny was he was a nice side character, the bulldog. But I thought that he was amazing. I thought he was funny. I thought he was great, and I thought he had this subtle comedy, and the subtle hints of comedy were so good, dude. And to pair with Robert Downey Jr. was great, man. Robert Downey Jr. is handsome as shit, so you can't go wrong with that.
That's the real Iron Man right there.
Yeah, that's the real guy. But I was always been a big fan of him, dude. Of
the way he goes into character
Yeah.
is funny to me.
yeah, it's just so weird. I know,
Yeah.
but
It's odd.
Between Two Ferns was another thing that I think people overlook a lot, because that's another thing that nobody had ever done, where it was like this completely over the top, like train wreck of an interview.
Yeah.
that was planned.
I mean,
and they made a movie about it.
and he did
They
something.
made a movie about
He
it.
did something right because he had the president on there. The president at the time was
So-
Obama. He had
so-
him
He had
on
Barack
there.
Did you-
Obama on there.
Yeah.
Did
So-
you guys like the Ali G show?
Oh, I loved him, dude.
Oh, I was just thinking about that. Me and you were on the same
Yeah.
wavelength.
I mean,
Sacha Baron Cohen is
It was,
amazing.
it was
He's amazing.
the guy was just so
he's
good.
comedic.
His
Yeah, he's fine.
characters.
He's so funny. Bruno was like his best. I think for me, Bruno was one of his best movies. His
Yeah.
little side characters.
Like
was
that
great.
was like he would do like gorilla type
Oh, yeah.
style
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah, I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I loved it. He was great, man. And
But the fact that he would do these interviews, and folks, they thought it was a
It's a
real
real
interview.
deal. Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I think he had Neil Armstrong on there, and he asked, "Have astronauts have they ever gone to the sun?" And he's going, "No,
That's funny, dude. That's a funny
we
bit.
couldn't
That's
go to the
funny.
sun. Well, why couldn't you? Because it's hot. You'd burn up." And then, so he just, as seriously as he could be, he looks
Yeah.
and says, "What if they went at night?"
That's good, dude. That's good shit.
That's a
man.
good bit, dude. That's
That's
funny.
what I'm saying. It's like that
That's
shit's
funny.
funny to me, dude.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We were talking about space and talking about the sun and whatnot. I want to get back. I wanted to circle back around to Degrassi High. What's his name? Neil deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Tyson.
Wanted to go to
Degrassi High?
Yeah, Degrassi High. Drake was on there one time. Anyway, wanted to go back to that. The reason I wanted to circle back to that is because I was watching him recently on Rogan. I was mentioning that earlier. He was on Rogan earlier this week. It was one of the newest episodes. And the thing he caught me, dude. He caught me on this nice story he was talking about. He was talking about, I think it was damn it, I can't remember if it was Apollo. One of the Apollo. I can't remember. God damn, I wish I could remember which Apollo it was. They were coming back into the Earth's back into the Earth's atmosphere. Yes, I'm sorry. And when it's spinning this, and this astronaut saying it's spinning, and every time it spins, it hits the sun, and he can see the solar system. He can see it, how it's lined up.
Yeah.
Earth, the sun, the moon. He sees it all lined up. He's going through this, and he's like, I'm going through my own experience, he's talking about this as an astronaut, and he goes, and I wish everybody could experience this because nobody knows how this feels to see or experience. This feel. There's a certain feel to it, and he goes, and when you're looking down on the Earth, and when I'm looking down on the Earth, I'm seeing this blue ball. You don't see this shit that you see in school where they tell you it's color coded. This is Russia's red. This is like it's just a blue ball, and you see there's certain things. There's two things that stand out on the Earth. There's two things that stand out when you're coming back to this when you're coming back to Earth. There's two things that stand out. He said when you're coming back, there's two things that stand out. It's let me get this right because I want to get it right. And he said when you're coming back, you can see if it's nighttime. To get this right, if it's at night, you can see North and South Korea. You can see it. There's nothing else you can see, but you can see North and South Korea. He said it's lit. One is lit up.
Yeah, one
is lit up.
Doesn't have.
Yeah, one is lit up, and
South
he goes,
Korea is lit up, and North is dark.
Yeah, that's one thing you can notice when you're coming in at night. In the daytime, he goes, there's one other thing you can see that there's nothing else you can notice when you're coming in back into the when you're coming back to the Earth. It's and it's because Big Jew cat. He said Israel. You can see that because it's green.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing you can see. Everything else is dirt around it, but you can see Israel coming out because it's green. And
Wow.
that's the things you can see in the daytime. That's the only thing. Other than that, the Earth is blue. It's nothing else. But you can see those things like Israel and North Korea and South Korea. Those two things.
Wild.
That's pretty deep, man.
Yeah.
Like,
wild.
No, it's cool. And dude, that's it's not me. That's Neil Tyson. That's Degrassi High. Degrassi High guy.
Degrassi High.
Neil deGrasse High.
The flat earthers, they just don't want to.
Oh, they get mad at that shit,
They
dude.
get mad at it, right?
Because he brought that up. He brought that up in that episode. He brought that up too about when that guy jumped up. He had the Red Bull sponsor.
Yeah.
He jumped.
yeah.
That guy,
Felix Baumgartner.
Yeah, because people was like,
Baumgartner, yeah.
because he was like, people were saying,
That's a wild video, man.
he said,
I watched it live. I remember that.
Yeah.
Tyson was saying, people were the thing that people were going off on that was they were saying because it was round. He goes, yeah, it was round. They had a fisheye. He goes, but the Earth is round. He goes, but that where you're looking at it from, it's gonna be the fisheye. It's gonna look round. He goes, but because flat earthers were using that. He goes, no, dude, it's round, dude. It's the Earth is fucking round.
It's the atmosphere, not the atmosphere flat.
Yeah,
Hey, flat earthers. I just want to be like, but water though.
Yeah, I know. It's and the last thing that he said that it was very interesting to me was he goes that same astronaut that talked about coming back into orbit to Earth's orbit and seeing the solar system and all that and experiencing that, and it was a whole nother level of experience. He goes, I wish people could experience it. It was because he was on drugs, right? That astronaut, he was on drugs.
Yeah.
I wish people could experience that because it was just a natural high that what he saw. But he said that same astronaut was saying, oh shit, where was I going with that? Jesus Christ, I lost it.
Going to space.
No, I'm in space right now.
He was on that grass high.
I was over there.
Yeah, he was on that Neil deGrasse.
No, the grassy high. Damn it. Oh, that's what it was. So that astronaut, the particular astronaut, I'll get the name of it and I'll put it in the comments or whatever. I'll put it in, but that astronaut was saying, dude, if I was on the moon and I'm looking at, there's no other view. You can never get this view again of watching the Earth. He goes, and if politicians, people who Israelis and Palestinians fighting, if you could see the Earth from what I saw, we should have no issues. There should be no issues.
Yeah.
Because what I'm seeing is beautiful. Like I'm seeing something that's pure and natural. Why the fuck are we fighting? And politicians should go up there and see this shit. It's like you're bitching about shit that doesn't matter. Look at this fucking blue.
Because they'll probably try to tax it.
Yeah.
Money out of it.
Yeah. But that's what he was saying. He was just like, dude, this is such a beautiful thing.
You're not coming back into the atmosphere of the Earth and seeing like borderlines. You know, and
no, there's no.
You're coming back and you're seeing like this thing that exists.
And that's what he was saying. There's no borderlines. The only borderlines you see is the North and South Korea when you're coming in at night, and then in the daytime, the only border you see is Israel.
Yeah,
and that's the only thing you see. Other than that, you don't see any border. You don't see North America, South America. You don't see any of that shit. Alaska, Canada.
It's just Earth.
You don't see any of those things, but just the Israeli thing. And so that's what they were saying. Was like that stood out. Was just like the.
I bet it is
Big Jew cat.
I can't
he's
imagine.
a big Jew cat.
Imagine,
We're gonna say he's a big
see
Jew
the
cat.
pictures, the views that they see.
Yeah,
I mean, it must be out of this world.
Oh, I can imagine.
A beautiful,
unbelievable.
Thing. But
No
having
pun
said
intended.
that, the International Space Station.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, something the size of this room is big, right? In the International Space Station, if there's 5 or 6 guys living in there for a year, can never take a shower.
Yeah.
I can only imagine the International Space Station smells bad.
Oof, I can imagine.
There's no way it smells good.
There's no way it smells good.
Pure cheese.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. For a second.
At the absolute best, it smells old.
It has to smell like, I mean, just this closed up piece of Tupperware
When did they
that
start
we live
building
in.
that thing? Like when was it? When was it? Like when did they start piecing it together?
I have no idea.
I don't know, but
It has to be
Gym
old, like you
socks.
said.
I mean,
It
think
has-
about it.
I'll look
Gym
it up.
socks.
Hold
It
on.
has to be bad.
gym socks.
because they keep adding on to it. They keep taking stuff up there, taking more
yeah.
Tupperware, putting it
Tupperware,
on.
Yeah.
Hey, Tupperware burps, dude.
And
You got that burp.
Has it got one spot where they just said, "Hey, man, we just had to close that section
Hey.
off, man"?
No, I
Bad back there.
And then one oddball thing I got to throw in there before we wrap things up in here. I know we're getting long in the tooth here, and then like I said, I'm going deep with space and whatnot, and because I love space.
Deep
If,
space.
if you could, if when the day comes if I was rich and when I'm dead, launch my fucking shitty ass parts into space, dude, because that's what I
Hey,
want to be. Because
you gotta-
space is I'm obsessed with space.
You on Uranus?
Hey, I'll go up in there. I backdoor it.
Hey,
I'll backdoor it.
pause for just. You want to guess?
I'm gonna say-
when it began, when they began building the
station?
International Space Station.
like this, 92.
Okay,
It's a good guess. I was gonna say, I'll say 91.
76.
damn,
No,
dude.
you're Skylab, bro. That's
Damn,
Skylab.
dude.
That's
Okay.
all Skylab back then.
November 20th was the first launch of the first piece that began the International Space Station. It was a module from Russia, and it was November 20th, 1998.
Damn.
Damn.
Fuck.
It's not that old.
It's
Not that
not.
old. It's not that old.
That's
I thought it would be.
wild, huh?
Hey, but is
I would
it
have guessed
done?
way
Is
before
it
that.
done
Yeah.
now?
I don't.
Nope.
Mm,
They're still adding pieces onto
still
it.
working on it.
Still
Still working
done.
on it.
Hey, I think the Dollar General module is going up.
Yep.
next.
I want them crunch
They're
taters.
gonna
That's
put
what I want.
they're gonna put a Dollar General. out
Crunch
there.
taters, it's
Crunch
coming
taters.
back, dude.
And
It's coming
slice.
back.
Are they
Slice.
at Dollar General?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody keep a lookout for crunch taters
It's
at Dollar
coming
General.
back, dude.
Mesquite,
taters.
mesquite flavor.
I want the original. I'll take mesquite. I will take original.
Next time, everybody bring a bag. Bring a bag.
Yeah,
French
yeah,
tater.
I want us to recreate the Home Alone scene where he's eating a fucking banana split or whatever the fuck he's eating on the couch
Yeah.
by himself at the house. There's crunch taters on the side of him
Yes,
and a big ass Pepsi next
I
to him.
saw
I want to
that.
recreate.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
create that picture.
Yeah,
So another side note, dude, just kind of fucking oddball in here. Oreos lied to me. I got fucked in the ass by Oreos, dude. They lied to me, dude. I thought it was real. It's not real, dude. What was it called?
the bunker.
The
dude.
bunker's not real. It's not real. It was a promotional thing for Oreos.
Yeah, they crunched
wasn't
up a
real.
bunch of
It
Oreos,
wasn't
set
real.
them on the ground.
It wasn't
and-
real, dude. But the place is real.
I tried to poke holes in it, dude. I was like,
The place is real. The place is real, but the thing is real, but it was just for like a promotional thing. It was for
Yeah.
marketing, and but
Pepsi,
so-
where's my jet? Oreos.
it's bullshit,
where's my
dude.
bunker?
Lying to me, dude.
Yeah. I
And
did
then
watch that, by the way.
And then the last thing, I don't know if you guys heard about this. The last thing, and I heard this about 2-3 weeks ago. I heard about this. San Francisco voted to use robots to kill criminals. They can use robots now to kill criminals.
What?
Kind of like in Dallas. When you remember when Dallas had that shooter downtown, and they used a robot, like the robot that does the bomb explosion.
Yes.
They use those to kill.
I'm going to tell you right now.
They gave that an okay.
I love technology. I'm not against technology. I'm all for it. But those damn robot dog looking things,
Those
They're
are crazy,
creepy.
dude.
Oh,
Scary.
yeah.
Those are
I
scary.
don't like those.
Creepy,
I don't like those. I think
No.
I think we're all going to be hunted by those one day.
They're creepy, dude.
That's
think
not gonna be.
no.
That's not gonna be.
I
a
was
demise.
watching video literally this morning about AI, and it was these two AI avatars that were talking to each other, and the people stopped the conversation when it reached a point where
They were already plotting something, weren't they?
the conversation started with "Hi, how are you?" and they stopped the conversation at it was something like the humans only built us for their pleasure. I think they're the problem.
That's perfect.
and that's where they stopped the
perfect.
conversation.
That's how that robot dog works out. Hey, if one of those walked around the corner right now, hey,
You can't stop him, dude.
I'm
It's creepy, dude.
going through that window.
You can't stop
Do
him.
you watch that series Black Mirror?
No.
So Black Mirror is about. It's a is it Netflix? That's a Netflix show, right? Black Mirror. So on Netflix, there's a series called Black Mirror, and it's about technology. It's like it's an anthology series, and each episode is about how technology in the future could look with whatever. And one of the episodes is a post-apocalyptic episode about robot dogs.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And it is, dude. Hey, and it's scary, dude. It's creepy.
Because robots don't need the same things we need, man. You know, I mean, we'll stop what we're doing.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't want to kill this person because I want to go check out this chick over here, right?
Yeah.
Robots don't care about.
They don't sleep. They don't eat.
Sleep. They don't need sex. They don't need any of that. So they don't make decisions based on that.
And that's part of what's creepy about this particular episode.
They just make decisions based on
ratios and shit like
this.
There's one scene of this particular episode of Black Mirror where to get away from this robot dog, she like climbs this tree,
and the way they move,
and she has to she has to keep herself awake so she doesn't fall out of the tree because the robot dog.
It was the only thing it couldn't do was it couldn't climb the tree, right?
Couldn't climb the tree. So it was waiting, and then it like sets itself down and starts recharging itself. Yeah. And then
so you're basically screwed.
You're screwed. You're screwed, dude. And it is absolutely terrifying.
All good.
Absolutely terrifying.
No, dude. I think we hit it all, dude.
Hey, man.
I think we hit
a lot of stuff.
One more thing.
We had a lot of shit. Go ahead, Johnny.
Just
go for
today, I know it's
it's all good.
Once
late
night show comes out.
Yeah.
But today is Pearl Harbor Day.
That's true.
God damn it.
Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah.
Hey,
I want to see a lot of stuff.
Hey,
I'll be
it
careful.
started with Pearl Harbor. It ended with an atomic bomb, though.
It did.
Yeah.
It's like the thing I always go to when the Alamo, like, you know, we lost the Alamo. I said, yeah, we lost the Alamo, but Sam Houston kicked that ass in 19 minutes. So
yeah,
gave it back to Mexico in 19 minutes. You know, they got their ass kicked in 19 minutes. So I always give that, you know.
That was a big day. They woke up
big day.
Woke
Sleeping
up the
Giant.
US. Yeah,
Sleeping Giant, man. That motherfucker came out and beat the shit out of them. When I think about Pearl Harbor, I think about
that's
Cuban.
That
God damn it! Get out of my
head,
Vinny.
Ben
out of my head.
Movie, the terrible Ben Affleck movie.
Yes. But fucking Cuba, get out of my goddamn head, Vinny. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus, he's in there, dude. Cuba Gooding Jr., dude. I'm thinking about radio.
Transistor,
dude. Again, this episode, hopefully eventually in the future, brought to you by The 8 by Troy Aikman. The 8, please, Troy, give us a look up.
Hook us up, dude. Hook us up.
We'll clip this and put this to him, and then I'm gonna be making a voyage.
Liquid Death.
Hey,
Liquid
Bublé.
Death. Help us out. Liquid Death.
Bublé.
Yeah.
Hey,
Because
Michael Bublé.
I wouldn't have this if I had Liquid Death.
Yeah,
See?
Michael Bublé.
Yeah. He comes out and sings Christmas music.
No, we're going to. Yes, dude, he's fucking sexy. I hate him. He's fucking fake ass crooner. So I'm gonna be making a voyage to Dallas this weekend to go see the Cowboys and the Texans. And by the time this airs, I'm either gonna be sad or happy as fuck. But either way,
the final score is gonna be 200-5.
Dude, I hope so, dude.
I don't know how they're gonna get 5.
I just want
field goal and a safety.
I want Pollard to have a great game. I want Parsons to have like 1 million sacks that day. I just want the best for the Cowboys. It's my first Cowboys game.
Will you be able to see? Take some binoculars. See if Lovey's beard is that straight.
It's good.
It's weird, right?
I think he spends too much time on that beard.
It's
not
weird
enough working on tactics.
It's like
tape. Not enough on tape.
It's
fuck tape.
Hey, it looks like a Lego person.
It does.
Like,
it does.
Flipped it on there or whatever.
It's perfect.
It's a hell of a beard.
Dude, Vinny, thanks for coming out, hanging out with us again, dude.
Yeah,
You're
dude.
back again.
I love having
Vinny's back
you here,
in.
man.
Vinny's
It's
good,
so
dude.
fun, man.
It makes
I love having you.
Vinny makes it like my what's his name? Not Schroeder, but someone with the blanket. Who has the blanket?
Linus.
Oh,
Linus.
Linus.
Yeah.
Vinny's like our blanket. He's like Linus thing. No, I love having Vinny here, dude. Vinny's amazing, dude.
You got anything?
Vinny,
you
want to plug anything?
Anything plug?
With December 17th, I'll be here wrestling at Southern Star Brewery.
Yeah, man.
So if you want to come check it out, Zukko Bomb. That's how we do.
Yeah, come touch Vinny. He's gonna be
Where
sweaty.
can people follow you?
Big Bad Vinnie Zukko on Instagram, Facebook. Come buy merch.
Fuck yeah,
Awesome.
dude. Yeah, dude.
Awesome.
Man,
Anything else?
No, it's been fun, man. We had a good time. I think we got some. Like I said, we're working on some stuff, some merch and stuff for the 52. We're gonna have next year.
Hey,
Next year we're gonna have the big Jew cat merch.
Yeah, you
And
sent,
there's
you,
other-
sent, you sent a,
Yeah.
a little sneak peek.
Yeah, and then I'll
picture
put it
of
on.
the,
I'll put it on the. I'll give it to Angel there. And another thing, happy birthday, Angel. Thank you, Angel. Our producer, Angel. Thank
Yeah,
you. Happy
man.
birthday, Angel.
Absolutely.
I think he's 20. I think he's 22 now. And
22 years
he's
old.
22. We appreciate you.
And
we
then
appreciate
some
you.
stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, no. Wait, hold on. we can't just make a joke about this because he's losing his youth.
He's gonna find out, dude. He's gonna find
No,
out.
he's losing his. He's turning 30. He's losing his
Jesus
youth.
Christ. Yeah, that 30, that
Yeah.
dirty,
That Dirte Thirte. You know what I'm saying?
that Joe,
Dirte,
that
Dirte.
Joe Dirte, man. Yeah. Once you get past them 20s, man,
Stop counting.
you don't give a
honestly.
shit anymore.
You
You don't give a
don't
fuck anymore.
care.
I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm at
No.
fucking 46, and I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
I just keep going.
True story. And I'm not saying this as a bit. This is like an actual true story. All of last year, I thought I was 37. And then I had my birthday, and somebody told me that I was turning 37, and I was like, I guess I didn't do the math. I
Jesus Christ, that
am
math
It's
is
kind
so
of loose
tricky.
count.
That's always
It's
tricky.
kind of loose count.
Yeah, that's yeah. After 40, I don't give a shit anymore. After 40, once you get past 40, I don't give a shit anymore. It's just you try to pretend like you got
Yeah.
wisdom and shit, but you don't got no wisdom. It's just the same.
Johnny, you got anything else
Yeah.
you want to add, man?
Hey, so Christmas is coming.
Oh, yeah,
pretty
dude.
soon. So that'll
Yeah.
be here before we know it. And then big things coming. We're gonna drop some challenges for the new year.
Oh,
in
dude,
times to
yes.
come.
Get into it, Johnny.
dude.
Get into it,
Oh,
dude.
my
Get into it,
God.
man.
So
Hey,
we're
son of a
This has
bitch.
been the 52 podcast.
Yeah. No,
No,
Johnny,
no, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Johnny dropped the gauntlet on me, and I'm fucking pissed off. But
We gotta
I'll let
talk
Johnny-
about this.
So
Right.
Yeah.
just a little teaser on it. We're going to talk more about it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get all into
Yeah.
it today, but if you're out there, check out 75 Hard. I
Mhm.
think that's going to be our new challenge for
That's-
the new
that's the shit.
year.
Yeah.
Gallons of water and no alcohol and
Yeah, we're gonna give up the goodness. We're gonna give God's we're gonna give up God's nectar here with the alcohol, and we're gonna try to be better people. I think that's the whole point of the hard 75.
So we're going to look up
better
the
people.
details on this.
Yeah. Yeah,
We'll
for sure.
talk a little more about the details.
sure.
Maybe get some guys out there in listener land to
Yeah,
maybe go along with it.
hop on with us.
and let us know if you make it or drop out.
Yeah.
So
Let's do it, man.
We're gonna do
Let's become better people and not a piece of shit.
Hey, you gonna make it?
Oh, he's in, dude.
I'm in.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
make
it?
it.
Already
I'm
in.
gonna make it.
You gonna make it?
I don't know. I'm in. I'm in.
You said I don't know.
I'm in,
I'm
though.
in.
Yeah. No. I gotta be a less bigger piece of shit. I'm down. I want to see if I can. I want to see if I got the. I know I have the willpower to do this shit, but
Yeah.
I want to do it because Johnny threw this challenge down to me the other day,
It's
and when he told me this, I was like, dude, let's do it, man. Let's keep ourselves accountable.
yeah.
And like I said, we'll break down to the details as we go into it next week. But I think so. I'm in, dude. Like I said, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. Christmas is coming. It's that time to have a good time, enjoy the family, enjoy the spoils of busting your ass all year. This is what Christmas time for me is. So, but I'm in, Johnny. I'm all
doing
in,
it.
Johnny.
We're
And
doing
then Vinny looks good. Fuck Vinny, he looks good. So
yeah,
he looks good.
yeah. He's like,
Vinny looks
he's like, I
good.
don't need a hard 75.
He
I'm
looks good already.
I'm
Fuck
good."
that guy. But I think for us, I think it's a challenge for us. Like I
Yeah.
said, for me,
Yeah,
the biggest part is the alcohol part because I said I like to have a good time on here and I like to cut loose. But I think it's time for myself to prove to myself that I can do it without it,
Yeah,
having
for sure.
a beverage and whatnot. But
Sure.
all it is, I'm gonna pump up the other stimulants, which is coffee, and coffee's because my coffee is my other weakness. Coffee is my biggest thing, so I'm gonna
Hey,
pump that up.
we're gonna put
Bump
a
it up.
pot right there. We're gonna
That's
we're
gonna
gonna
be my thing.
brew a
Pumping up
pot
coffee.
before
That's my weakness. I love it. So,
before we
that'll
before
be
we go.
my thing. So
Guys, anything else before we
that's it, man.
before we head
That's
out?
it, man.
That's it.
Hey,
That's it,
our next episode is going to be our Christmas party. We're going to have a
Yes.
good time with
Christmas
with,
and Christmas and Hanukkah.
Christmas and Hanukkah. Sorry, Big Jucat. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Jew cat.
Christmas and
Hanukkah.
and
Got them
Hanukkah.
on order right here. We're gonna have it right here. It'll be candles.
Adam Sandler cutout.
Yeah, we'll have the flame. We'll have the flame going here. We'll have
Hey,
Mel Brooks will be here. We'll have Mel Brooks here. Fuck it. Let's go.
Hey, comment below. Let us know what did you wear when you were in high school. What was your style when you were in high school? This has been the 52 Podcast, episode 37. We'll catch you next time. Adios.
I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.